Show me one. Just me. It's just me. Welcome to the new regime. Shut up, you. Kath has got computer issues.
Well.
Kath has got computer issues. Her keyboard doesn't work. And in the past, it has worked by her hitting the computer. I know, I quite like this. In the past, it's worked by hitting the computer. Now, you and I know, dear viewer, and Catherine knows, she's a sensible woman, that is not a sustainable lifestyle.
No, it's not.
That is not a sustainable lifestyle. Welcome back to the show. Catherine.
There's a dog licking my foot.
That's not a dog. I would like to say, I'm sorry that you made me shout at you the other day. I stole that line from Vice Principals, which is quite a good TV show. But sorry, it's quite a good TV show. But there's a great line in it. This guy just rollicks this woman, and as he's leaving the office, I'm sorry you made me shout at you today. It's such a lovely line. Doobie doo, is that what I've been given a secret word to say? Not that secret. Doopy doopy. Doopy doopy. Doopy doopy. Can you say it, please, Catherine?
Doopy doopy.
Doopy doopy. Doopy doopy.
I have no idea. That might have been some sort of trigger word. In which case, sorry. It's a bit like when I was walking along once in the street and I was about 17 and a very nice young man in a van pulled up and I was eating some chips with my friends.
Just bear in mind that my 8-year-old son is watching this.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
And he was looking for the local youth club. So I gave him directions and I offered him some chips.
Yeah.
Later transpired that when they arrived at the youth club, a load of people with baseball bats got out the back of the van and there was quite a ruckus.
Holy doopy doopy!
That's what I'm saying.
So it's not anything like what I've just done, though?
Well, I don't know what I've said there.
Is it?
I could have engaged something of which I have no knowledge.
Hello, dear listener. Welcome to the show.
My computer's broken.
We took last night off because I was so amazed to discover that I've worked very closely with Pharrell Williams. That I had to take a day off in shock. Me and Pharrell Williams are like that. I've tweeted him asking for the best number to contact him on. I'm looking forward to him being on the show tonight.
Yeah. Okay, well, good luck with that.
I'm sorry I was rude to you the other day.
I am sorry
Here we
you
go.
were rude to me.
No. And this is the problem with our arguments, is I always end up apologising, even though...
Oh, so you don't mean it?
Oh, no. Oh, I mean it, but I do not take 100% of the responsibility.
I am sorry for whatever it was I did. I'm sorry for winding you up.
I've been in fair play. I'm sorry. We had a after that I'd like to say we got on really well. We had an even bigger row. But there's stuff going on that you guys don't know about. So everyone who's going, well, blah blah, get a life, get out of here, you losers. And then just yesterday we just thought, should we just have a night off? So we did. You came round. We had watched a bit of telly and thought, let's have a night.
You were up for having a go, weren't you?
I was up for it.
And I said, nah, do you know what? I think
I'm professional.
We're a bit too
juicy,
raw
and juicy.
So let's not. Let's have a night off.
Like a steak, bloody like a steak. So we had a night off, and now we're back. We've got an action-packed show tonight. We haven't got a guest like I was tweeting. I was a week out, but we have bought diaries and highlighter pens, so we will never get the guests or the advertising wrong ever again. We are on form. But there was something I was going to say. Oh, yeah, everybody in chat, you're an idiot. But there was something else I was going to say, was it about yesterday? Was it about? By the way, Pete did a great. What's on the Tapes did a great stream last night, picking up our slack. I watched about an hour of it. I think he was watching. He'd had a tape with old kids' TV shows on it, but it wasn't as naff as that makes it sound. It was actually very, very entertaining, and with Pete doing the commentary. A little bit blue as well, if I'm completely honest. But,
wow.
It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Let's get a shout out for What's on the Tapes, please, guys. Let's get a shout out.
I watched a show last night that I thought that I'd seen mentioned on that show that you did, Jeremy Vine without Jeremy Vine.
Jeremy Vine without Jeremy Vine, the Doopy Doopy show, yes.
And they were
Thank
talking about Misguided Made in Manchester and saying what a terrible show it was. And I thought, that sounds awful, I must watch it.
Yeah.
I'm 2 in and I'm hooked. And there's I don't think one of them that I like. So.
My wig is slipping. It looks terrible. I'm at the stage where, do I get it cut? No, I don't. I'm keeping on going. I am keeping on going. There was something else I was going to say. I mean, we've got great guests next week. We've got Josh Barry next week, who's a writer and a filmmaker. We've got Dougie Anderson, who's a filmmaker and a presenter and a writer.
And a chatterbox.
We've got Jenny McAlpine, Viz from Coronation Street.
A chatterbox.
Beautiful. The week after that, I think we've got Dick and Dom coming on.
Tomorrow we have Dr. Kate Lister.
That's it. Beautiful.
Who is the brains behind the fantastic and very saucy Twitter channel, Halls of York.
People carry ad in the house says, how's your foot still taped up? Yep. I had a shower with it today, but the tape has not come off.
And we still have the full complement of toes, and they're the right colour, so that's always a winner.
The tape is on there. We're going through till next week. G-Cuffs, thank you very much for the sub. So I'm excited about getting rid of my verrucas, like that. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Lara's asleep under. I think Lara's going back tomorrow, and already I'm missing her, but don't kick her.
I'm not. I'm tickling her ear with my toe.
That's a kick. And that's animal cruelty.
She loved it.
Timbo T4000, thank you for the sub. But Lara's there. I'm going to miss her when she goes, but she gets to see my boys again. My youngest, who is her favourite, so they both love each other and don't care about anyone else. Thanks, Doopy Doopy. So here's the thing. You can't see Lara because she's under there, and I keep meaning to set up another camera, and I probably will set up a camera for the cats when she's gone.
Then that'll be foot cam, which is what everyone's been asking for.
There we go. So
then I'll have to wear shoes again.
The reasons that we argued are, one, I'm in a punchy mood. I had a big argument today. I don't want to go into too much detail. 45-minute phone call with my friend, who I run a record label with, and who I won't be running a record label with for much longer. I didn't tell you the details of that, did I?
And I didn't want to press.
No, you can press. I mean, I don't want to go, he's not here, but we run this record label, and it's just a couple of decisions have been made that I don't agree with, and a couple of, and I just, we had a very nice conversation about it until the last 25 minutes when it was
escalated.
It escalated. So that's coming to an end, which is sad. I had to finish with my therapist today, and that was really sad. There's a lot of things coming to an end.
But it's never forever. You don't know what's going to happen in the future.
No, you don't. And
you left on good terms, right? You didn't say stick it up your
No. I tell you why. It's looking likelier and likelier that I'm going to do this college course. Good. I had a nice interview with them today. They interviewed me for the position, and they said, we would love you to come on. We just need references and a criminal check and all of that, and £6,000. And but to train to be a counsellor, you have to be in therapy yourself, because it's you kind of dig deep. Chip is brilliant. He's kind of like mid-price. I've been with more expensive. He's mid-price, and I couldn't afford to do that every week. And I had to say to him, dude, I'm really sorry, but I need to see someone once a week, and I can't afford I can't afford you. I'm really sorry. And he was great. And he phoned back and said, it's really sad. I know someone who I would recommend, someone very close to me sees, who is significantly cheaper than me and probably as good as me.
Oh, that's good.
So, and he was great and he was lovely. And our relationship is kind of, I've not seen him as a therapist for about a month. And our relationship has kind of moved on. And, but it was sad. And I had a really good cry after that because it's sad.
How does it work from now on? Would it be inappropriate of you to keep in contact with him on a friendly basis?
No.
Okay, that's cool.
No. I mean, I could sleep with him now if I wanted to.
All right. I mean, wife might object, but they're quite open-minded.
They might
people.
not. You never know.
Yeah.
So yeah, someone's saying I didn't know you had to have therapy. Yeah, you do. If you're training to be a counsellor, you do because you're digging deep. It's
well, and also I'm guessing that continues like once you're qualified, right? Because otherwise, it's that thing we talked about everyone else's problems being another pebble in your backpack.
You would have somebody that you wouldn't need to see on a weekly basis, but you would have somebody. If you were working for an organisation, you would have a supervisor that you would check in with on a regular basis. And if you were working independently, then you would have someone that you would see from time to time.
Good.
And yeah, $6,000 for a 2-year course, which is cheap. Because a lot of them, I looked at some others, they're like $4,500 a year. It's not accredited, this course, which means at the end of it, you then have to sit a separate exam with the BACP to become accredited. And so, anyway, so it looks like it starts in September. Money is a real issue at the moment. So I've just got to think. And also, it's 2 hours away from here. And they're not doing it on Zoom. They're doing it in situ.
Okay.
They're doing it in situ. So it
2 hours there and 2 hours back.
Correct. So 4 hours.
But excellent chance to catch up on your podcasts, radio,
completely.
All that stuff.
On a bad day, the drive to talk radio was 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. But it would mean leaving at about 6:30 in the morning, which means
every day though.
1 day a week.
Oh well then.
Well, exactly. Which means I would probably carry on doing this. And if it was too much, would then talk to you about possibly not doing the day before. I think the course is on a Thursday, so not doing Wednesday and maybe moving it to a Sunday.
Sure.
Or something like that. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Joseph, thank you.
Well, this is the excellent thing about having a super understanding boss now.
Yep. Well, you
and me. We'll work when it suits, right?
Yeah. So this is the day. But so why was the argument? Because I'm in quite a punchy mood at the moment. I don't know why. I feel a little bit. Well, I was told you I was feeling up, and then
exactly
I'm all over the place.
You were too buzzy earlier in the week.
Very
you
buzzy.
recognised the fact that it was
Very
excessive.
Buzzy. Yes.
And I remember saying to you, "Cool, enjoy the bits you can enjoy of it, but don't be surprised when it swoops down lower, because that's what tends to happen, right?"
Yeah. Sorry, I'm checking my phone because I've just been informed this program is now called the Doopy Doo Show.
Oh.
Doopy Doopy Show.
Good to know. We're going to have to change everything.
Doopy Doopy Show. Well, that's going to cost us a fortune. Thank you very much indeed. Text that. I'm going to put this away. Thank you and good night. So I'm punchy. I was inappropriate. I felt slighted, but I could have dealt with it in a better way. So I'm sorry, and I'm sorry that... I am sorry. But then the kind of argument we had afterwards, I think, needed to happen. I think we kind of needed to get a few things out in the open. So that was that. And my head is a little bit buzzy at the moment. I'm a little bit worried about, money and stuff, the stuff that you're all worried about. But also, Lando Stew, thank you so much for gifting those subs. I really appreciate that. We both appreciate it.
Thank you.
But here is the thing that I think I can speak... Well, the thing that we are both struggling with at the moment is the chat. Because it's completely unlike anything we've ever had on the radio. The radio is... I preferred radio when it was phone-in, and you didn't have texts, and you certainly didn't have Twitter. Then I remember going into LBC one day where I worked, and there was a new screen there, and I said, "Oh, what's that for?" And he said, "Oh, you're going to love it. People can text into the show." And for a while it was fun, but instantly you saw the phone numbers, the phone-ins just drop. And then Twitter became a new thing, particularly the last 4 or 5 years at Talk. Twitter became very... these people on Twitter are getting on my nerves. And now we have it here. Now, most of you are brilliant, and you're having fun, and you're enjoying the show, and that is great. There are some of you, minority of you, who are a-holes and who like seeing, me angry or detect a vulnerability in Catherine that actually probably isn't there. And so you go in with your little snipes about how Catherine looks about me being miserable, those kind of things. And quite often means nothing. But sometimes that little chink in our armour, it just gets through that chink and gets in the armour, and you've suddenly got an itch in the armour. And we really found the other day, some of you were just out of order.
I remember the names. There was one in particular who is probably on here again tonight, who loved it.
Yeah.
And stuck the knife in when we were just on the cusp of having a row.
Yeah.
Now, that's cruddy behaviour.
So some of you, here's the thing.
And I remember.
We think you can do better. Yes. We need to perhaps, this is a new thing for us, doing 3 hours sat here with people commenting like that. And that's interesting. And so perhaps there's something that we can do to ignore it, laugh it off. I don't quite know what the right phrase is. But we expect better from you.
Yeah.
We expect better from you. Some of it, I miss some of it. Some of it I don't think was necessarily blocking offences, but was certainly mean and was certainly rude. And a lot of you saying sub-only chat. We've changed it to followers-only chat, although that doesn't really affect much. You just click a follow button and blah, 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 blah. Sub-only chat, that feels a little bit mean on our part, and we always want to we hope for the best from humanity. So
yeah, and I get that Twitch is different, right? When I first started working in radio and started presenting by myself, some of the texts I would get were so kind of horrible that in the end I told my producer I didn't want to see them, and I was so much better mentally for not seeing them, right? And anything that was important they brought through to me. It's not the way Twitch works, and I don't want to modify the way. I think that we can change a little bit, and we need to get used to a certain amount of, and I hate the word, banter, right? But there's a certain level of stuff we don't have to put up with, and it's not like we're on the radio anymore and we have to smile politely. And
no, otherwise you'll complain to our boss. I'm her boss, she's my boss. I'm my boss, she's her boss.
Yeah.
Thunderpont says, wield the ban hammer with extreme prejudice. Certainly, and I think the Modern were doing a great job. It's that balance. Some of the stuff the other day was mean. Personally, I don't think a lot of what I saw was ban worthy. Maybe I have to up my filter a little bit. I don't know. This is new for us. Here's things that I definitely don't like. Cheer up. Not when someone's angry. I'll say cheer up.
No.
Don't say cheer up. And also people telling us how to do the show. No. I don't think so. I don't.
And we don't want to make it subs only, but maybe that's the next level if it doesn't work this way.
Maybe that's the way. Anyway, I'm not telling you off. We're just, as you know, what we do with this show is we probably too honest, and now we're sharing our thoughts and stuff. Here, let me just make things a little less tense.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Here we go. Order needs chaos. This is not the answer. Either up your filter or just give the SH1T they give to you back to them for real.
Who said
that? What kind of order needs chaos? What kind of show would that be?
No.
Once the gloves are off, what's the point?
No. I think Mufflegate was a bit of a catalyst the night before. Yes, I think you could be right. Can I comb my hair now? Close up?
You can comb your hair up.
I don't want to comb my hair up. I want to comb it close up. I've got no product in today.
I need to change the calendar. Hang on, because it's driving me nuts.
I can't work that calendar.
It's very simple.
I can't do it.
It's so simple. Look, it's just blocks, mate. It's just blocks.
I think the batteries are dead.
What is it now? The 20th?
I don't know. Let me have a look.
What is it now?
It's the 20th.
Hang on. Let me work this one out because we have to switch these over. See, this one's not. Yes, it has. Boom. Oh, do me belt a bit tighter.
Let's have some of this. Oh, I don't think my ads are working.
Yes, I did cut my fringe. I just gave it a little tickle. It's getting cut properly next week. I didn't want to massacre it.
I don't think my add button is working.
Uh-oh.
So let's go and have a little look at my add button. What do I want? Create a dashboard. Yeah, my add button isn't working, so we do it. Oh no, error. Oh, Twitter. What are we on? Twitch. Well, hang on a second. Smoke and Wax says, my chemo is making my hair fall out. I wish I had Iain Lee hair. That could be arranged. Oh, my button. None of my buttons work. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
It was.
No. That could be arranged. For a fee.
I mean, really, come on.
Yes. That could be arranged for a fee. What does my t-shirt say? Kimbo collaboration. That's what it says. What I've been doing is I've been finding lots of... I've got dinner.
It also says he missed his mouth there at dinner.
I've been really enjoying going on Twitch and on YouTube and finding really obscure little channels that have got like 20 subs, 15 subs, that are often run by kids, right? And making their day by ordering their merch. So these kids are like in America or Japan or wherever, and they're going, wow, some guy in England has ordered a shirt. So I'm doing. So you'll see me wearing some merch from some really obscure channels, and I'm having the time of my life. So we've got 1,000 viewers, which is great because I can tell you something very exciting. The Satanic Country and Western song has turned up.
Oh yeah,
and I haven't heard it yet.
Oh,
I haven't heard it.
They did
yet.
it.
So we found this. What they called Song Glorious.
I think so. Yeah.
And it's the terrible advert on Facebook.
It was the one of, my girlfriend's just in there. I'm gonna. Oh no, it was. How did he start with? Hey. In a really creepy way.
I don't normally film this. Do you want to see the advert?
Yeah,
first?
let's watch it again.
Let me go to Facebook.
This is the advert we rewound about 4 times just for the hey.
I watched it again today. Hey. I don't normally film this, but I just got a cool thing done from a girl, and I thought, and then he goes in and she goes, "Why
are you filming me?"
So what was the? I've watched it again. Is it recent ad activity? Oh, look what I've bought.
Oh, I want one.
Yeah. I've look at this. Hang on.
Oh, my mum would love that.
It's only 35 quid.
What?
Look.
She can wait.
Oh, hang on. How do I move it over? Oh.
Well, that is very cool, though.
Look what I bought, guys.
America is so good at Halloween.
I'm the guy that buys the Twitter ad. Look at this. I bought this. Look at this. Watch this.
So good.
Did I buy 1 or 2? I think I bought 1. Look at that. Isn't that brilliant?
So good.
35 quid.
I mean...
Might have been dollars, actually.
Okay. That looks like a lot of fun. My mum, when my sister lived in America, every time she came back, she would bring tat for my mum for Halloween, right? We've got this bowl, all the local kids, because my mum goes mad at Halloween, all the local kids love my mum's Halloween bowl.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all so terrified of it. Because you put your hand in and it's got this like skeleton that goes, hey!
$35.
That's very cool.
It looks wicked, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Isn't it great? So, anyway, I've ordered that. Right, so,
I need
hang
one
on.
of those.
Yeah.
I'm glad my computer doesn't work.
I know. But Facebook has suddenly got my algorithm because
Right.
I am buying every advert they send me. Every advert. I bought a really cool cap. Let me find the cap that I bought. Hang on a second. How do I get? I bought a really cool cap, and I was hovering over. There were 2 of them I really liked. Right. You'll like this one a lot. You'll like this one a lot. Recent ad activity. There's no blueies there, are there? No. Okay, right. Oh, and there's the other advert that we want. So this is this. Look at this cap I bought. It's not this one. Although the one I was looking at 2. I was looking at cap, right, or hat, as they call it here. Where's the other one? Isn't that brilliant?
Yes.
I bought that.
Yes, that's so good.
So that's coming. But here's the advert. Here's the advert that shaped a nation.
Oh my, this guy.
Hey, so I had this song made for McKenna.
He did it again.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. I don't normally film this. Turn this fan off because it's quite noisy. Here we go.
Hey, so
Why is he so quiet? He should be proud.
Because he's being secretive. Because he's got a surprise.
Hey, I don't normally film.
Hey, so I had this song made for McKenna.
First of all, his girlfriend's called McKenna, but hey.
Hey, so I had this song made for McKenna using this company that does personalized songs.
Look in there. Look at his. Oh, I can't do it there. Look at his eyes when he's saying, by this company that does personalized songs. I think, is that, if I got it right, is that what it is? Yeah.
Using this company that does personalized songs.
Yeah.
And I don't usually record stuff like this, but let's see how she likes it.
You do it
Hey,
all the
babe?
time.
Yeah.
Here, I got something to show you. You got a second?
Yeah, why are you filming? Stop.
Hey, come on, come here. You look beautiful.
Hey,
Also,
come on.
what's he filming with? Because he's holding his phone.
Also, what's that? What is that behind him? Oh, it's it's 13 rules.
Oh, God.
What are those rules?
In this house.
Come here.
What? What are you doing? He didn't know what
Look when she
The
realises
emotion
about him.
transitions.
she did to you, whether they connect. They didn't realize it was a prelude to beautiful love.
What?
She didn't realise he was the Prevo.
I thought you said it was a quaalude.
See, the Quaalude or Prevo. It's either about drugs or David Prevo. You need drugs to listen to.
Prelude to beautiful love. That day at Fine Brood, he said, I love. How did you do this?
She's trying to make herself cry because she's disgusted.
You know how she's doing that, don't you? Pulling her leg hair.
Oh, is it right? Yeah.
A leg hair.
Okay, so we ordered a song. Hey, so we
We
ordered
don't
a
normally
song,
film this.
but I ordered a song for Catherine and for you. So come with me and share it. Catherine, do you remember the key elements
Yes.
to the song?
It was a song for our disciples.
Yep, yep.
And it had to include the words, our satanic master. Wasn't it?
Yeah, because the lyrics are there. I don't want you to look at the lyrics because the lyrics have.
I think there was. Yeah, okay.
Well, shall we have a listen?
Yeah,
And then
let's
we
do
have
this.
a voice note from the songwriter. Okay? I've not heard this, but here we go.
Is it going to be You Need to Find Jesus? Is that it?
We asked it for country rock style.
Two lost lambs, hold hands, find a man, not a man, understand he's the daddy, son of Sam, man, hey, they found the Lord of Pain.
He found the Lord of Pain. This is great. Mention the son of Sam. We will go through the lyrics in a minute, okay?
Dark words overheard, nipple twist, rug burn, demon bird, doom heard, me and Stevie Gutenberg.
We mentioned nipples in there, didn't we?
Nipple twist.
Here we go. All right.
Dark words overheard, nipple twist, rug burn, demon bird, doom heard, me and Stevie Gutenberg, liar, in the lake of fire. Satan, can you hear us? We are on our way. I'd just like to give our praise today. 'Cause that's the acolyte way.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad, is it? That is brilliant. Right, we're going to go through it again and I'm going to read the lyrics and then we will listen to the note that the guy. This is written and performed by Will Holland, right? So here we go. Do you want to sing along as well? Two lost lambs hold hands, find a man, not a man, understand. He's the daddy, son of Sam. Hey, they found the Lord of Pain.
Dark words overheard, nipple twist, rug burn, demon bird, doomed herd, me and Stevie Gutenberg, liar,
In the lake of fire. Take it, Catherine.
Satan can hear us, for we are on our way. I'd just like to give our praise today. Because that's the acolyte way. Wow.
That is brilliant. One more time. This is by the way, the show has an anthem. Whenever we meet up, this is what we sing. This is Will Holland. Genius. Here we go. All together.
Incredible, isn't it?
Two lost lambs hold hands, find a man, not a man, understand he's the daddy son of salmon. Hey,
They found the Lord of Pain. Dark words overheard, nipple twist, rug burn, demon bird, doomed herd, me and Stevie Gutenberg.
Liar.
In the lake of fire. Satan, can you hear us? We are on our way. I'd just like to give our praise today. It's the acolyte way.
That is genuinely brilliant. Now let's hear. This is the note from Will.
Hello, hello. This is a message for Ian and Catherine. My name's Will. I was your songwriter, and just like to really thank you for your order. Definitely my favorite order that I've done so far.
He says that to all of them.
And I really hope you enjoy the song. Praise Satan.
Now here's the option. Click here to tip your artist. 100% of the tip goes straight to their pockets. We got to tip this guy. How much are we going to put in the tip jar?
Oy, oy, oy. Tricky, man, because that was an excellent piece of work.
I'm going $100 in the tip jar.
Woohoo!
I'm going $100 in the tip jar.
Okay, go on.
I'm going $100. What was his name?
Will.
Will Holland.
Uh-huh.
Will Holland. Is 100 too much?
No, it's fine. The comment is, it's true, the devil has the best music.
It's true. The devil really does have the best tunes. I think is the phrase, isn't it? Thank you very much, Will. Let's go $75. Let's not get carried away.
That's pretty good.
That, can you get a discount code for the tip?
Oh, that seems a little...
Do it on PayPal. You guys can't see this, can you?
Oh, look. Paris
we
Dev's
call-
giving us some bits towards the tip.
Of course we should have given $666. Your app, can we do $66.06? All right, I've not paid, have I? Hang on. Can we?
I don't think that was...
That wasn't an option, but
No.
can we leave our own option? No, we can't. Oh, we got it. We'll give him $75. That was... what did we write? It's true.
Yeah.
The devil really does have the best tunes. Thanks, man. That was great. That was infinite. That was better than what she got from
I
her
know.
boyfriend.
Now put that on an advert. You
Yes,
get some
man.
business.
Yes. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I just got to see if these ads are working. There we go. That's working. Right. I don't know if have we had an ad break already?
It didn't work, did it?
I don't know if it did or if one had fired off and anyway, so let me just sort that out. So we've PayPal, don't see it, will help. There we go. Click on here. Thing is now we're going to make this guy's day. He's done his job. He's got his
But also very
car.
canny of him to leave a voice message
I think
because he's
that's
made
it.
himself human.
Yeah, I think that's what they do. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. It's put me down for 2 tips of $75.
Don't complete order. Return.
No, but whoa, but then I'm going to add another $75 on. We are in big trouble. Return to cart.
Oh, mate.
Mate, he nearly got double bubble. Whoa.
That was the devil reminding us who's in charge.
Sneaky deaky indeedly doodly. Wowzers. What fun. That is some song. Can we just one more time? I'm not sure how to work. There we go. That has been paid. Good. Thank you, Will. Absolute legend. We'll see if we can find Will Holland. We've got to be a bit careful because I said it wasn't for commercial use.
Oh, it's not really, is
Not
it?
really, no. If you can find Will Holland on Twitter, let us know. Let's just have one more listen to that because this is great. Sing along, guys, if you know the words. Two lost
Lambs hold hands, find a man, not a man, understand he's the daddy son of salmon. Hey, they found the Lord of Pain. Dark words overheard, nipple twist, rug burn, demon bird, doomed herd, me and Steve Gutenberg, liar, in the lake of fire. Satan, can you hear us? For we are on our way. I'd just like to give our praise today. That's the Agalive way. Oh, so good. I bet you tossed that out in about 5 minutes.
$125 that's cost me in total. And boy, you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way.
Artistry.
What fun. What fun. There we go. There we go.
Stevie Guttenberg in there as well.
Steve, he's not replied to me, neither has Nico or Milana. I get it, guys, you're trash. Here's one thing Stevie Guttenberg can't resist, an email. Where is Lara here? I can smell it. Oh, she's down there. Look. She's down there.
You can smell her.
I can smell her.
Oh,
Didn't hear from Steve. I'll send him an email over the weekend. And, Will Holland's on Twitter. Thank you, Katie. Shall we see if it's definitely him? Let's have a little look at Will Holland, because at Will_Holland. Nope, okay. If we can find the actual Will Holland that did that song as opposed to just a generic Will Holland.
A guy called Will Holland.
That would be awesome. If he gets us for copyright, I'm going to sue his ass. But that was... What happens if this is the song he sends everyone, disguising it as personalised?
I find that very unusual. Well, we'll find out when we get a copyright strike.
Exactly. Well, Will Holland, yes, but he may have a blue tick against him, but that doesn't mean it's him. He's from London, England.
Yeah.
Just because he's got a blue tick doesn't mean he's the Will Holland from Song Glorious.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he's the... So let's just, guys, if you can, Will Holland should thank you for all the free advertising. Will Holland is a legend as far as I'm concerned. He's a man after my own heart. Hey, this week is the last week for a while where we've only got 3 advertisers.
Yeah.
Let's big up Poseidon Safety Management, please. Poseidon Safety... Oh, by the way, if you want to advertise with us, latenightalternative@gmail.com. We got some cool people that are going to be working with us over the next 4 or 5 weeks or so. It's very exciting. We will only have 4 adverts at a time, and we are full next week and possibly for a few weeks after that. But get in early is what I would say. So we put... What was that?
Lara, what are you doing?
What did she do?
I think she picked this up and dropped it.
Jesus. Scared the life out of me.
Scared the life out of herself.
Poseidon Safety Management. Dogs, they'll sort you out. They are Devon and Cornwall. They are patrolling with human beings and dogs.
I don't think they've got any Westies.
No Westies. No Westies.
Imagine.
Right now, they're keeping Devon and Cornwall a whole lot safer. They are security management, man guarding, guard dogs, mobile patrols, but with a heart. We've already mentioned that if they have to, part of their job sometimes is to move homeless people on, and they have a lovely little kit that they give that's got water, that's got dog food, that's got a few bits and pieces in there to make it less, to make it more of a personal experience. They what was the thing with the school early on with the whole COVID thing? A school got broken into, so they went and
they patrolled
the school
free, yeah.
for free. The same with a couple of local pubs during lockdown. They went and patrolled them for free, and we are thrilled to say this is Poseidon's last week with us. Have I got that right? Yes. And they've signed up for another month of advertising.
That's right,
so Nick, thank you. We're going to have a chat with Nick next week as well, see if there's anything else he wants to get into the adverts. But the real key message he wants to get across is they are a company that is, that the business is often seen as being very cold and impersonal, but they are human beings, and they
live in the local areas, so that they have
Yep.
a vested interest in making it safer and a nicer place to live.
A company that is already has just started their second month advertising with us is SommersWasteSolutions.com. All of your waste needs, whatever it is, if it's like a small shop, if it's a huge office blocks, a hot block, a hospital, a trading estate, they can sort everything out. You get one invoice. They're running a campaign at the moment, Switch and Save. If you think that there is a chance, even a chance, that they can save you or your company a few quid, then give them a call. Phone them up. It's not going to cost you anything. Have a 20-minute chat with them and say, look, this is what we've got. This is how much it costs us. What can you do? They're confident that they can save you money and make your company greener. So sommerswastesolutions.com is definitely the place to go. And someone who's been with us for the start is Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. Thank you, Richard. If you're getting divorced, it sucks. Well, I suppose there are occasions when it can be fun, but generally it's not. It's horrific for both partners, for the kids, if there are kids, for the grandparents, for the in-laws, all of that stuff. It's not pleasant for anybody. These people will make you feel as good as you can about a horrible situation. Here's my issue, right? We've got big up the Gregorian, right? And we've got that. We don't have a catchphrase for Sommers, and we don't have a catchphrase for Poseidon. So throughout the rest of tonight's show and the rest of the week, I'm going to be trying a few catchphrases.
Okay. Okay.
And have you got some ideas? Don't let them out now.
Okay.
Keep it. Have you got one?
No, no.
No, I haven't
I'm willing
either.
to spitball with you.
Next hour, tell you what, this is what we're going to do. Next hour, we're both going to have a catchphrase each for each of those two companies.
Okay.
You guys are going to vote for the best one. They will then go through to the final on Friday. And it'll be like a league or something. I don't really know how leagues, knockout competition, not a league, like a World Cup of catchphrases.
Okay.
For Poseidon and Sommers.
I've got a really good one.
Okay. The heat is on. The heat is on. I'm feeling the heat. If I press this, does this work? Did an advert just fire off there? Did an advert just... If I go there... No, I think an advert did fire off. Pre-roll ads are disabled for 62 minutes. No. No.
What's going on here?
Streamers can now disable... it's pre-roll ads.
Oh, for incoming viewers.
When a streamer runs okay.
This seems fair.
Did a second set of ads just fire off there? Yes, they did. Thank you. If you want to miss the ads, subscribe.
That's the way around it.
Subscribe. We've been hovering around 1,000 viewers tonight.
I'm pretty chuffed with that.
Yeah, I'm very, 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 very chuffed with that. Look, we've got 9,663 followers. Click follow, guys. You can join in the chat, and I want to get up to 10,000 followers.
Oh, wouldn't that be bliss?
So we should probably open the phone lines.
Let's do it and see what people have got to say for themselves.
I like it when people get angry that we haven't opened the phone lines because it's a phone-in show. That's what I like. We missed. Let's try Nigel.
Well, it's a show with phone-in capabilities.
It certainly is. Let's try this. Hello, caller.
You open the phone lines. Let's do it and see what people have got to say.
Oh, it's awesome.
You sound like a child.
I am a child.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello. You're on the Late Night Alternative with Catherine and Ian.
And that's
Hello,
us.
I'm Catherine as well.
Hooray!
Hi there.
Kay, are you a C?
I am, yes.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
No, I think it's the proper way. Sorry, but it is. Sorry, Catherine.
Shots fired. Okay.
Sorry. Just a few things. Have there been solo shielding since March? So it's been a little bit tough.
You've been... Hang on a minute. Let me get this right. You have been defending Harrison Ford since March.
Wow. You took it there.
Solo shielding. Yeah, of course. Han Solo shielding.
Shield?
No?
Yes.
Just trying to bring light to a global pandemic. You can't criticise me for that, guys. Well, you can, actually. Yes, go on. So you've been solo shielding for since March, yes?
Yeah. So it's been a bit tough, but
Okay.
I've had you two on an evening. A little bit of gap in between.
Every now and then.
Apologise about the sacking. Yeah, sorry.
Well, these things happen, but you've kind of helped us get through things. So thank you very much for that. So I've been listening for. I'm sorry, but I only discovered the pair of you in probably January time.
Yeah.
So not a long time caller, but you've definitely helped me get through things. Catherine, I'm the one that follows you on Twitter with the one-eyed cat that looks like Will.
Yes, one-eyed Willow. What's your cat called?
Max.
Oh, yeah.
It's Maxie One Eye, but the reason it's called Max because he was about 2 when I adopted him, and he had another name, and I renamed him, and he's IMAX because he's only got one eye. Yeah.
Oh, bless him.
But he does look like your Willow. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
is he like personality-wise? Is he as offish as Willow is?
Oh no, he's currently on my lap. He's constantly on my lap.
So what you're saying is I need to get rid of one of her eyes.
You need to get a
Yeah.
refund on that cat, Catherine with a K, because your cat is the most unaffectionate, arrogant piece of trash I've ever seen.
She shows affection in different ways.
But how old is Willow?
She's just over 1.
Well, Max's estimated age is approximately 6, and I've had him 2 years.
Right.
I don't know what his history was, and I honestly, I'm not bigging myself up here, but I do honestly think that he appreciates having a stable home now because he was semi-homeless.
Right.
So I do think he appreciates what he's got, and I think we appreciate each other. We found each other at the right time when we both needed each other. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't a cat lover before I met him. I met him because I felt sorry for him because I found out that he needed a home.
Well, something I've noticed about Willow is that she prefers people who don't like her.
Yeah.
If you're too nice to her, she's not interested.
Your husband, who doesn't like cats.
She does. She likes to play, and he's the only one she'll go up to and approach, and she'll sort of sit on his lap because she knows it irritates him.
Right, yeah. I have heard before that if you ignore a cat, they will come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Although
But
she sort of lashes out at his hands a bit as well, so it's not all love.
no.
Some of it is actual violence.
Yes. Oh, but Willow is absolutely beautiful. Her eyes are stunning.
She's
Absolutely
great.
Stunning. But Iain, we need to see more pictures of your cats.
You will do.
But they've not been around very much, have they, this week?
You will, because we've got Lara here, who's my boy's dog, who is adorable, and I'm not really a dog person, but she's
like
adorable.
a big teddy bear, isn't she?
She just wants to play with the cats, and the cats are like, F off, get out of here.
But she doesn't understand, does she? She keeps going for it. She's relentless.
George has been good, but he lets her sniff his bum for a bit, and then
And there's hissing.
But so she's in here, and while she's in here, we keep this door shut because otherwise it's too much. But next week she's gone. I think she's going tomorrow.
Right.
So we're gonna get the cats in here. I want to set up a cat cam. I want to have the cats on a green screen so they're like in space. I think it'll be very easy. A little bit of green material, put some bowls on there, and just a camera, and the cats can wander through space. So there is going to be some cat action. Probably won't see much of Lucky or Mucky because we just don't. But George and Patty, when I was doing Jeremy Vine the other day, George came and stretched out behind me, and then you couldn't see it because they were talking to someone else, but there was a massive fight going on behind me. And I was thinking, please come back to me. But they moved out of the way before the camera cut back. We will have more cats because I know that's what's going to push us.
That is what the internet is for.
Yeah. That's what's going to push the numbers up.
Definitely. I really think cats are underestimated as pets. I mean, I've got so much joy at having Max, but do you know what? I was brought up to be, not a cat hater, don't get us wrong, but I was brought up to avoid cats because when my mum was young, her little sister was attacked by a cat, and that, installed something in her to fear them.
Yeah.
So she brought to fear them. But honestly, Max is just absolutely adorable. I mean, I know I've sent you pictures, Catherine, on Twitter, and he is very much like Willow.
Is this the mad lady you were telling me about, sending pictures of the one-eyed cat? Is this the one?
There are a few, Catherine. There are a few of us.
That's me.
No, just lovely. And it does, I don't know, it does bring something extra to a home, doesn't it? And especially if you're on your Todd as well. Gosh, he must be a lifesaver.
The thing is, exactly. I do have other pets in the house. I've got a bunny that lives indoors. But
I knew you were going to say a rabbit. I knew you were one of those indoor rabbit people.
You were nearly one of those, weren't you?
I was nearly. I saw one on Facebook and I thought, I'll have that.
She's not like a traditional indoor one, like the huge one. She was supposed to be in a mini loft, but she has grown quite a bit. But you know what it is? Max is scared of her. When she's out of her pen, he leaves the room. But you know what it is? It's my house should be a little bit like a Tom and Jerry cartoon because I've got everything that cats should hate. I've got a hamster, a rabbit, fish, and a budgie. And do you know what? He doesn't bother any of them.
Really?
Isn't that the chain of events for the old lady that swallowed the fly?
Yeah.
Isn't that? I think that is. I think that is.
Yeah.
Catherine, it's lovely to talk to you. Lots of love to your one-eyed cat peeping in the seafood store.
Thank you so much for taking my call. Take
Lovely
care,
to talk to you.
pleasure.
Thank you,
Lots of
thank you,
love.
thank you. Take
What a
care.
pleasure.
Bye-bye.
So 2 things I discovered about what my cat's been up to while she's been out. She didn't go out for quite a long time, and then she just seemed to hang around the garden, but she's getting braver. And she's been in next door's garden a few times, and she's been in next door's houses either side. Because, with the warm weather, they left their doors open, which is, of course, an invitation. Well, today I found out that, one, she's been pooing in one of my plant pots. Just the same one over and over again. Outrageous. Also, down the ginnel, she's been pooing. I did think I'd not cleared out any cat sausages for the last few mornings. And also, she can get out, and I don't know how she's doing it. She can get out, but she can't get back in again. So I was calling her, and normally, if I shout, Willow, come, she normally knows that there's food on the end of it, so she comes straight away. Or sometimes she sort of ambles a bit, but she comes, right? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So I thought, I'll just check down the ginnel. She might have fallen asleep. Nothing. But as I walked past the bins, I heard, and she was outside the gate waiting to be let in, and that happened twice today. So I need to find out how she's getting out.
One of Lara's tricks I've discovered is she likes to turf out one of the cat's turds from the litter tray and piss on it. Now, on the kitchen floor, yeah.
Wow, that must make sense in her mind.
Combat Sam 22, make yourself known, please. Make yourself known, please, because we need to have a conversazione. We need to have a conversazione about how the world works. I want to talk to you about how the world works.
Yeah, I've noticed that name quite a few
Please,
times.
I want to just make yourself known. Oh yeah, we'll play Where Are the Bonds? They're hiding. Is the camera on the wonk?
Or are we?
I think the camera's on the wonk, isn't it?
We could always... I mean, if we sit like that, we're straight, but the wall is wonky.
Well, it's wonky, isn't it? Combat Sam 22, make yourself known, please. Because I need to have a chat. It's wonky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's play it first while Combat Sam decides to come to the chat. Where are James Bonds? They're hiding. They are on the run. Where are James Bonds? They're hiding. They've had it off with the other one's mum.
Also, am I really, really bleached out now, or have I just lost all my features?
Something's happened, hasn't it? Mm-hmm. Where is James Bond? The camera has moved from the other night, so screw you. Here it is.
Oh, yeah,
There.
look.
Oh, there he is. I can't make it. Hang on. Where is it? There is James Bond with his friend James Bond. There. What are you doing to them?
I'm cranking them out.
James Barnes. James Barnes. James Barnes. Push them away. Down. Oh, something's gone. Hang on.
Oh, they've wedged.
They're stuck.
I think the dog's got their legs.
Did Combat Sam turn up?
No.
Okay.
Better go quiet now.
Okay. Well, here we go. Because, Oh.
Oh, my. Oh, I see. Okay.
We haven't been sponsored by Sunglorious. We've been sent. Tom, thank you for this, and I hope this doesn't get you in trouble. Tom has been having a private conversation with Combat Sam, who's very upset that we tipped a singer $100. And the gist of it, it's not an advert. They were declaring Austin. No, I'm done. I've been taken for mugs. So Combat Sam is really angry that I'm saying I'm struggling to pay for college and stuff like that, and yet I'm giving $100, and I'm asking you guys for subs and donations, and we're selling stuff, and then I'm giving $100 to Will, who wrote that brilliant song for us. I like the theories, but it fits in what he was like at Talk Radio. It's just his personality. Gosh.
Oh,
I knew I
gosh.
should have blocked this guy ages ago. It's not affiliate content, so we don't have to. He's then I see him giving $100 like it's nothing. He is very erratic at the moment. God, I knew I should have blocked that guy ages ago.
Right, so there's quite a lot of assumptions going on there.
We don't have to... Don't ban him yet. I'm going to ban... No, I want to talk to the guy. I'm going to talk to the guy. We don't have to justify anything, but the whole thing with Song Glorious was a bit of fun. We weren't sponsored for it. I paid for it out of my own money. I thought it was great. I felt a bit guilty because I paid $50 for the song when if it was going to be used for commercial, it was meant to be $100. So I felt a little bit guilty about that. I also know that these are tough. These are tough times for people in the entertainment business, and I know that $100, which is about 75 quid, 78 quid, to someone like that could quite possibly make a real difference. Is money tight for me? Yes, it is a little bit. Actually, the money that I've got coming in is less than the money I have going out. I have a little bit of savings, but it's less than... I don't need to tell you any of this, by the way, but I do because I'm a nice guy. The money coming in is less than the money going out, and I'm about to sign up for a really expensive course. Possibly. When we sell stuff, when we ask for subs and bits and donations, this is our job. When we do the live adverts for Sommers and Poseidon and Gregorian and all of those people, also print, this is our job. This is how we make money. This is how Kath feeds her kids.
It's become a business.
Yeah.
This is a business.
This is how I pay my mortgage and feed my kids. Right. So there's that.
But I think he's taken the "this is how I feed my kids" thing as if you're a step away from a food bank.
Well, no, but also it doesn't mean if you subscribe, you don't get to tell me how I should spend my money. Hey, listen, if I'm coming on, if I come on next week's show and I got a £50,000 watch and you read a story about me going out and doing loads of cocaine, okay, well then you have the right, as you have all the time, to go, I'm not going to subscribe to those guys anymore. I don't buy that story. He's got a £50,000 Rolex on, and I saw that he was doing cocaine, and cocaine's not cheap. So I think I'm going to buy. And you have that right at any moment to say, I don't want to subscribe anymore. I don't want to subscribe at all. And you don't have to. But you don't have to tell us, you can't tell us how to spend our money. And if I want to give 100 quid, the thing about Twitch, one final thing, Catherine, sorry, and then is that a lot of the money, if you watch other Twitch streamers, a lot of the money kind of floats around, okay? You will have seen when I've raided people, sometimes I will gift 5 subs. That's 25 quid, I think, yeah. Sometimes I'll do that. And the hope is that they will then go into a stream and they might gift a sub. I've had Limmy come to my stream and gift subs to me, and other people have...
Because we're part of a bigger community and we're trying to make sure that this is a kind of vibrant, alive, creative, kind of not a corporation, but a cooperative, that's kind of thing. But also, that person provided us with content for our show. Yeah. And they're an artist. I did a crappy little song for 50 seconds. Well, it's their job. It wasn't crappy. Actually, it was brilliant. No, and it's that thing as well of should be free. Because it's art. Because it's not something you can take home and put in a box and polish up. It's not valid. So Combat Sam 22, and this is something, Catherine, that we need to do. My eye has been on that person for a long, long time, and maybe I want to see the best in people. I really do, and maybe I should just steam in. But we're used to the red flags of people who are maybe overstepping boundaries and getting a little bit entitled. And also, it's that thing of, I know what he's like. You have absolutely no idea. You have absolutely no idea what either of us are like. But thank you. Thank you for the subs in the past. And by the way, guys, you don't have to sub to us. This is free. It really helps us if you sub, and if you've got Amazon Prime, you can do it for free. If you haven't, you can do it different other ways. If you chuck bits, we've given out the PayPal address. We're selling stuff. Matty says, I've never seen other streamers being told what to do with their money. It's weird. We're selling stuff like the book and the posters, and if you want a physical thing.
But this is our job, guys. And if you look around you, the entertainment industry, and I would very loosely put us in that, is on its knees right now. It's on its knees, and you will see.
Oh, come back, Sam's in. Thanks for misquoting me, whoever did that.
Sam, I've got the entire chat here. Would you like to call in and have a grown-up conversation about it? I've got.
There's no need for you to be offended by any of this.
No, there's no need to be offended. This is a grown-up conversation. I've got the entire chat here, so there is no misquote. I've got it. I've got the conversation. So if you want to have a chat, I am so cool with having a chat.
Or was the fun in saying mean things and thinking that no one would ever find out about it? Was it just that, making yourself feel a little bit better by being a bit unfair without any repercussions?
So what would you like to do, Sam? Do you want to have the chat and explain it, and we can explain our position better? Or are you done? Are you out? Are we done?
I don't believe he's gone.
No, of course he's not gone. But if you call in as well, you will have known. I've got the screenshot of the conversation, so there's no misquoting. I may have paraphrased, but it's all here.
Also,
but,
Cornish pasty and chips, we'll decide when that happens.
Yes, thank you. So, if you want to call in, if you know the show, you know that we'll have a decent. I'm not going to get you to call in and then rollick you. If you want to call in,
I find it really interesting that that's been the interpretation. So,
even Ian said he's been buying loads of stuff on Facebook. I bought a hat.
Also, why are you explaining what you bought? Are you going to count like numbers of new tops and when I wear them and stuff? Is that what's going to happen next?
I bought a hat, and I bought a cat T-shirt. That's it. Because clothes are now suddenly a thing for me again because I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Sam, if you want to call in, man, you are totally... He's gone, has he? Combat Sam has deserted.
He's not gone.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for your service, Combat Sam. It's a real shame, man.
No, but also just another little warning for people who think they can go off and, say things about others on the internet and not get found out about it. Sometimes it gets back and it can be a little bit embarrassing when you know you're not been
He's
fair.
only subbed for 1 month, so it's, thank you, but goodbye. Dearie me. And this is the thing that me and Catherine really haven't quite got to grips with yet, right? Is that sense of entitlement, thinking...
Oh, hang on, we got spam there.
What was that? What was that spam? Has that gone?
It just got taken off.
What was that? I missed it.
It said something like your full-time job is begging on Twitch or something.
Let's see that. Let's see that again. Oh, no, I don't need to see it. Okay. Well, no, our full-time job is the same as a radio show, really. If you listen to a radio show, there are adverts on there, right? And the adverts on the show that we were on were for products, and actually a couple of them were the things associated with the radio station. There was a dating line, and it was owned by the Sun, so there'd quite often be adverts for the Sun.
And there was like Sun Bingo and all that stuff.
So would you class that as begging? And then Talk Radio would sometimes they'd sell merch or they'd sell books and so on. I'm assuming you would then class that as begging, which it isn't. It's a commercial enterprise, but a big one. This is a commercial enterprise, but it's a tiny one. It's 2 people. We've spent this evening laminating membership cards and packing them in my kitchen because we're a small business.
Yeah.
So,
but the main thing is you get the product for nothing.
Yeah.
You have to decide whether it's giving you what you want or not.
You can have this for free. You can watch this afterwards on here for free. You can watch it 48 hours later on YouTube for free. You can listen to the podcast for free, even though both of those things, the podcast and YouTube, it's quite a lot of work for me. It's a fair bit of work for Catherine. You can have it for free.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
We don't owe each other anything apart from, do you like this? If you don't like it, then there's loads of other stuff there.
Yeah.
I find it very interesting, the people who say, oh, it's not quite, and this is how I need you to change it for me.
Fifi77 says, I've only subbed in the hope that Kath will buy a platinum jewelled mink blouse with it.
If I ever see one. That'd be faux mink, of course.
Thank you to the person who sent that in, and I hope you don't in any way think that was grassing you up or anything like that. What did that say?
Again.
Let me see that. Let me
It
see
looked like it was from Matty, but it can't be.
It's a fake Matty.
Oh.
Matty, I want to see what they said.
Well,
Can I do
obviously
it
they're
in-
doing it to stir the...
Well, that's Combat Sam doing it.
Yeah.
You know, which is weird, man. Sam, it's weird. I mean, I don't understand. Let's have a little look. Your full-time job is begging for money from kids on Twitch. What do your adult friends say about you behind your back? I have no idea what they say about me behind my back. Ian Lee, your full-time job...
the same thing,
it's the
yeah.
same thing. Okay, fine. And
Gosh,
now
and you spend your time doing this.
And now Combat Sam is raging at the person who sent us the screenshot of the conversation. So we know that that's the same person. It's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. And radio is intimate, and radio brings up nut jobs and dangerous people and angry people. But that can take, although we had one very early on in Talk Radio, that probably took a month. Remember Emma? That probably took a month, 6 weeks to 10. But the speed with which it turns on here is incredible.
And I know exactly where it comes from. Jealousy.
Yeah?
It can only be jealousy. They think they're punching up. Because who would punch down?
Quiet Bloke says, I have no problem with you spending money, just as long as you ask us if it's okay first.
I know. It's like being a Victorian wife.
I will. Quiet Bloke, we will be sending you. I've got to do a Tesco next week, so I will be running it past you.
We keep a book, don't we?
Before. It's a funny old world. I find it fascinating.
I do too. I think that maybe one of your papers you could do for your...
Well, yeah, I've got to do paper. And it's not this isn't upsetting because we've seen this a little bit before. So this isn't upsetting. It's just it's fascinating.
It's an extension of the You Work For Me thing that we had when we were at the BBC.
Yeah.
And they tried that sometimes at Talk Radio and we go, no, we don't. We don't work for you at all. Now, in this case, we work for Twitch. But if people enjoy what we do, then there is this sort of culture of tipping. You don't have to. And we're not forcing anyone. It's not compulsory.
It's a new thing.
Maybe it's a UK thing. We're not used to it.
Well, this is when me and Catherine 3 years ago we went to New York.
Mm-hmm.
We went to New York and it was great. The best week's radio I think I've ever done in my life. And Talk Radio didn't pay for it. They wouldn't pay for it. I paid for it. I paid for both of us to go. I paid for our hotel rooms. Talk Radio was zero help in getting it sorted. They helped us get the file, the form, the permit, the work permit. Yeah. But otherwise, they didn't give us stuff, right? So I paid for it, and it was a joy.
I got that stuff done. They told us who to write to.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. Yeah. And it was a joy. It was a real joy. We had the best week. We met some brilliant people, and it was great radio, more importantly, I think. But one of the things that we learnt there, before we were going, we knew we were going to meet some podcasters. So we were listening to a lot of American podcasters. And when we were there...
Daddy Bear Cub, mink, mink, mink for everyone.
When we were there, we saw how unashamed the American comedians and podcasters are at going, thanks for downloading our podcast. Before we get to it, this podcast wouldn't be here without Steve's Trucks. Now, Steve's Trucks have sponsored us, and I've got to say, I think they're the best trucks. And if you go to stevestrucks.com and you type in this code, you're going to get 25% off. And do you know what? That really helps this show. It keeps this show going. So a really big thank you to Steve's Trucks. Anyway, on with the show. And we'd listen to that and think, oh, my God, how embarrassing they're doing that. And then we'd see them doing it and go, my God, they just don't care. But I came away going, because it doesn't matter.
No.
It's a real British thing. We get embarrassed about going, this is my job and these guys are paying me and I'd really like it if you went and looked at their website. We get so embarrassed. And there is absolutely they are great trucks, Ollie. You're right. I mean, they are. I'd love to get that gig. But there is no embarrassment in being a commercial enterprise. It is the same as Talk Radio or ITV selling ads. It's exactly the same thing.
When I first worked for a commercial radio station, the breakfast team had cars with their names on stickers on the side, right? And it was part of the deal that you would be kind of...
Trevor Marshall had that.
Yeah. But what that means is you're kind of driving a work van.
Yeah.
So you can't be a knobhead, cut people up because your name's on there. But also, they're sponsoring you, so your behaviour is all involved in it, and and everything else. I do think it's a UK thing, and I do think that we do have a problem in valuing entertainment. It's that thing of, I'm watching it in my free time. You must be you look like you're having a laugh, so you're stealing a living.
Yeah.
Is the jump, rather than, gosh, not everyone can do this.
If I listen to podcasts that I really like, and at the end of it they say, you can help us out by donating via this PayPal. If it's something I really like, I'll do it.
And you can afford it.
And I can afford it, I'll do it. All right, maybe the $100 was a little bit extravagant. I felt it was worth it. I thought it was a really nice gesture. Maybe it was a bit extravagant.
It was $75 in the end, actually.
$75. Well, in that case, that's fine.
It was almost $150.
But also, here's the thing. That's going to make his day.
Yeah.
He's got a bonus 60 quid that he didn't have an hour ago. And it's saying, hey, that thing you made that you probably got paid about $30 for, I think it's worth more than that. And so I'm going to give you this. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Phil.
Hello, Phil.
How can we help you, Phil?
Oh my God, this is supposed to get through. Yeah, no, just what you were talking about the sort of British reticence. It's something I've thought for a while. I think it's a thing. It's sort of some of the stuff Kath has to put up with from the people. I think it's sort of not just down to sort of the usual misogyny. It's also this, like, whenever there's a double act, sort of successful double act, it seems to be a British thing that they sort of, what does the sort of perceived secondary member do, if you know what I mean? Yeah. Right? Be it sort of a musical, comedy, or a presenter double act. They always sort of seem to pick on, like, one of the ones who might not be the sort of more dominant one. And I just can't get my head around it, because it's if they can't see most double acts, the sort of, there's going to be someone who's going to be doing a bit more of the heavy lifting. There's never ever a 50-50 split of sort of the sort of dynamic of it. But the common denominator is they're better together than apart, and that's the end of discussion, really, isn't it? And yeah, so, I don't know what you guys feel about it.
Ernie Wise always got the piss ripped out of him for being rubbish. But if you've ever seen Eric Morecambe on his own, he's quite funny, but it ain't Morecambe and Wise. And Morecambe and Wise worked because Ernie Wise was brilliant at what he did.
But also the art of the double act is knowing when to stand back and let the other one do their thing, right? So if you don't notice him doing it, if you think that he's not doing anything at all, it's because he's really bloody good.
Yeah, no, it's all about rhythm and sort of when they can sort of get the zingers in or whatever, and just sort of having someone to bounce off. And I just think it's sort of I've noticed a lot of times it's sort of like the music act. Okay, perhaps in the instance of Wham, they might have a bit of a point, but like George wanted Andrew there, so he was there, kind of thing, wasn't he? But it's sort of I've noticed it a lot, and it always seems to be they pick on the sort of, well, what's he just turning up and getting the check for? And I think, like, you're missing the point.
Yeah.
You know, the fact you're watching and enjoying it, that should be end of discussion. And by the way, I'm not saying that you're like, I'm saying the perceived. I don't think Catherine is secondary at all, but the dynamic is because you tend to sort of lead the sort of. I'm
the gobby one.
Yeah,
I'm the gobby
exactly.
one, you know, and that's.
So just by the nature of it, you're going to have more than 50-50, if you know what I mean. That's
and that's another thing that we're working on, Phil, and I think over the last week in particular, it's getting better. I am, by the nature of the fact that it was, in inverted commas, my show at the radio station, and I'm the one that was in the jungle and ate a pig's vagina and all of that, I tend to be the gobby one, and Catherine has historically sat kind of just ever so slightly behind me a little bit, and it's difficult for me to take a little step back. It's also difficult for Catherine to take a little step forward, but I think we're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're getting there.
Yeah.
And I think there's been a couple of shows last week where actually I've been in the back a bit, and Catherine, it's been 60-40 in her favour. So we're getting there.
Yeah, but it also just be what's natural to the two of you, because it's like you've both been doing it for a long time, both together and sort of on your own kind of thing. So it's if there's a show where I know Catherine doesn't say much for a couple of hours. That might just mean because
couple of hours, Jesus.
Well,
You'd
no,
love
not
that,
couple,
wouldn't
you know what I mean? It's like it's sort of like I'd rather have that than just saying something for the sake of it.
Yeah,
when
exactly, and
it's
that's
not
what
needed,
that's what I try not to do. Why am I going to repeat what he's already said if he's already if he's nailed it? And the other thing is that it's allowing the other one to have the funny now and again. That doesn't mean that if everyone's always trying to
allowing me to have the funny.
But no, what I'm saying is you've got to recognise when it's there and when to leave off, and not to, because sometimes I've worked with people in the past and the instinct is to try and top all the time, and it becomes unfun when it's that competitive.
Yeah.
But this is a kind of this is a relay race, isn't it?
Yeah. Lowers up. Phil, it's nice to talk to you. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, no worries. All the
Cheers,
best.
mate. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Phil.
What you've got to do...
What I also love is when people fall out with you and then it gets turned around to, it's Catherine's fault.
Thank you, Tom. Here's the thing. You've got to know when to hold them.
Yeah.
Got to know when to fold them. Got to know when to walk away and when to run.
No.
Know when to hold them.
Know
when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know where to hide. You got to know my things. And I don't know what I can say.
I can't help you because I've not got a computer.
Got the thing now and I'm going to cry.
Things. Yeah. Words of wisdom there, mate. Thanks for that.
Know when to hold. Know when to hold. That's the best bit. When the music drops. Know when to hold. Know when to hold. Know when to fold. Know when to fold. Know when to walk.
Is that how they did it?
Know when to cry.
I did the little comedy whisper.
Yes. Can I just say, Nick Elliott, who is the head of Poseidon,
if you want us to say this, we're going to say this.
Stop coming up with catchphrase. That may actually be the official catchphrase for your company, right? Poseidon Safety, taking a bite out of crime in Devon and Cornwall. I'm here to tell you, Nick, that is crap. We are the professionals. I'm going to ban this guy from the chat. You have hired us. We'll come up with it. All right?
Here's mine. Poseidon, Trident tested security.
Okay, well, I'm quids in. GBM has just sent us £5 to PayPal
with the message, please waste this money.
To waste it. Wowzers. It's a shame, Combat Sam. It's a real shame. It's a real shame that you turned out to be a bell. 0203.
Well, turned out, it suggests it was a surprise.
286 6370. We missed a call there. Let's get this call.
It's a Gary show.
He's a bellend.
How many toes now? We're about to find out.
He's had a haircut and a beard cut.
Look, check you out.
Haircut and a bit. They can do beard trims now.
Yeah.
They can't. I don't get wonky all the time.
Yeah. Unlike this camera. What's going on with this? You talk to Gatford while I fix this.
Gatford.
Catherine, I too am slightly obsessed about buying rubbish off Facebook. I bought the slap chop.
Oh, what now?
Have you heard of
the slap chop?
The slap chop is one of those things that cuts vegetables. So you press it once and it cuts them big.
Oh, a knife. He means a knife, right?
No, well, he means like a bladed...
A knife.
A bladed...
Yeah, a knife.
What would you call it?
I'd call it a knife.
No. Like a stamp.
Fancy knife.
Like a stamp, but with blades on.
It doesn't really work that well.
Oh.
So that's not one. And then the other one was the ice maker thing that you put in your freezer. So it's got like a cup in the middle, and you pour water around the outside.
Right.
And then the next day you take the cup out and you squeeze it, and all the ice comes out, and you put the ice in the cup, so you've got ice. But then you put it back in the freezer and all the stuff in the cup goes frozen. Can
I just stop you for a second? I'm just going to do a favour to the people that haven't subscribed. Here's some adverts.
You'll still be talking about it by the time they come back. So why did you need this rather than just having a cold...
Lonely God 182 says, I gave Gatford £50 and he bought a novelty knife. But imagine if your boss... Imagine if your boss, Gatford, said, okay, Gatford, you got paid last week. I've heard some rumours that you like bought some clothes and a video game and a haircut. Is that? I don't approve of you spending your money on that.
I don't think you need money.
The biggest waste of my money is I bought a book by two idiots. I bought a card that gives me a number and a membership.
What number are you, Gatford? You're single figures, aren't you?
Oh, number 10. I'm very happy with that.
Also, that book was not by two idiots. It was by a number of idiots, among them you.
Can I just say as well, we had a great idea that we didn't do because we ended up signing that card tonight, right? We were going to get membership card number 69 and put it on eBay. Put it on eBay, isn't it?
That's good. That's a good thing.
I wonder
Do number 100 put it on eBay.
100's nothing. I've got my card here. I'm card number 2, right? I'm tempted
So
to put...
Can I guess who card number 1 is?
Please do.
Say I'm your number one.
It's Lady Catherine Curly Boyle.
Yes.
I'm tempted to put this on eBay. Hey, let's put them both on eBay and see who gets the most.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. Then we see who's the most valuable when they put us in.
I don't really. It's been hard fought for
Kath,
that number 1.
Kath, I've got a box of them. We'll just do another one.
And then can we spend all the money on something like, I don't know, booze and tats?
Yes.
Excellent.
I'm going to get a tattoo saying Combat Sam 22 as a bell cheese.
So that made me laugh. Well done. 15 years.
That's
Burn. So yeah, I need help with, and I bought a T-shirt off that 442 bloke that you recommended.
He's good.
Maxwell. Good
What
stuff.
have you got on yours?
I bought the Harry Kane because I'm a Spurs fan, so I bought one of our own ones.
Don't know what that
Same
means.
quality.
Don't know what that means.
Means nothing.
And what's Harry Kane doing in on his T-shirt?
He's kicking a ball.
Oh, because they're supposed to be like
He's like-
classic moments, aren't
Yeah,
they?
he famously kicked a ball.
He's kicking a ball. He does that a
You
lot.
do know about football.
So,
Brilliant.
and can I just ask, if Duffy's coming on next week, could I call up and mention how he hugged me once?
Yeah, sure.
okay?
I mean,
Yeah, love
but
that.
why do people keep asking us what they can call up about? You can call up about anything.
Just Gatford's modest way of saying he's hugged Dougie.
Yeah. No, he hugged me.
Oh.
Let's get it right. If a celebrity hugs me, that's what I'm going to state.
Okay.
Harry 1998 says, this guy banned me for calling Ian dad.
Yeah, it was a bit creepy.
Thank you very much
was he
indeed
the
for
guy
your
that
service.
kept calling you dad?
Oh, yeah, he kept calling me dad. No, well done. Thank you, Gatford. Excellent service.
And I'm assuming he was born in 1998, which makes him 12.
22.
A bit older than 12.
Goodbye.
But still...
Couple of years more.
That was awkward, wasn't it, at the end? The thing with the maths where he couldn't do the simple
Doesn't
maths.
he do a mathematical job?
He's a maths teacher.
Mm-hmm.
He's a maths teacher. Can I call up about what to call up about? No, you just call up. Now the camera's too high. Because look at where Bond is. Look at the bonds and the shares
Oh,
are
the
floating.
bonds are all over the shop. Look at Cher. She really is a tremendous human being, isn't she? I'm told her perfume's nice, but I've never bought a celebrity perfume.
I've never got close enough to smell it.
Oh, I say I've never bought. I did have Toya
Wilcox.
nail varnish once, glittery
hello.
nail varnish.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello. First
Oh,
time
hello.
He's a first-time caller, and how
caller.
long
I'm a
have you been?
first-
how long
I've
you-
been watching for a few weeks now.
You
Sorry.
do not get the bell, I'm afraid. That does not guarantee you the bell. You need to be a little bit longer than that, but never mind. How can we help you, Dave?
I just wanted to have a chat with you, really. The stream the other night, before you left, you were talking about your best friend, Pharrell,
Yes,
and
Farrell.
the Xbox event.
Yep.
I was saying in chat I was at that event as well, but there was another event I was at with you, Ian, which strikes my memory a little bit more.
God, it wasn't that sex party, was it?
No, not
Okay.
that one. It was a different one. It was a Call of Duty party.
In the car park?
Yes,
What?
yes, the multi-story car park.
Multi-storey car park in Soho. We
Yeah.
parked in that car park, Catherine. They turned it into like a sort of war zone
Oh,
for Call of Duty. I don't
like
remember.
a kill house.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was like a kill house. Hold on.
I've been in one of those
I
in real life.
don't remember what happened there, though.
I don't know. What did you do after or before?
Well, no, I don't remember what we did in there. I remember it all being done up and being very impressed. But I don't. What was the event? How did the event pan out?
So the event was basically a promotion for the downloadable content for Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
The first Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And you were hosting a tournament. Everybody on these new maps, and I actually got through to the final until you tilted me.
You did what?
He absolutely tilted me. He put me off my my concentration, my
How
zen.
did I? Thank you for explaining what tilted meant, by the way, because I didn't know. But I guess like pinball. Okay, right, so I put him off. How did I? And that's very cowardly to blame it on me. How did I
tilt?
And bearing in mind, my legal team are listening to this right now.
Okay.
But no, Crusty Juggler, I'm not. We're going to go back to Catherine's Killhouse story. Don't you worry.
I can only tell you a limited amount because obviously it's
classified information as well. You know. Hang
Hello.
on. Here
Hello.
we go.
Sorry,
now we can see the film.
Now you've shown us yours. We will show you ours.
Here we go.
Oh, brilliant.
Welcome.
There he is.
Live
How?
TV.
What are you saying? What are you saying I did? Talk to me, Dave, because I'm fuming now. Even if
Okay.
you've got a bowl of cereal next to you.
Okay, I'll be honest. That was my dinner bowl, actually. I'll be honest. You replied to my heckles, so we got into a what I like to call a bant-off.
You got into a bant-off with the bant leader. Okay,
Yep.
all right, carry on.
Bantosaurus Rex.
Here we go. Yep.
So yeah, it started when I was in the first round of the tournament, and it carried on all the way through to the final.
Yes.
And then I think somebody got the better of me, and you come and stuck the knife in, and that's it. I couldn't play anymore.
Hang on
I
one
couldn't do it.
second. There's so much. We're already miles away from that awful libelous statement you made. So you started off heckling me at my job. You heckled me at my job, and then in that round you say, "Sorry, did you say someone got the better of you?" So
slightly.
So you were already behind, and then I started highlighting how behind you were, and you're saying that it's my fault that someone got the better. I'm confused how any of this is my fault, Dave. When it would appear you can't play Call of Duty.
I would say shots fired, but that's the entire point.
Yeah. No, I've probably made a bad decision calling in now.
What was the prize? Because sometimes those prizes at those events are pretty good.
Yeah, I think it was a brand new Xbox 360 that was Call of Duty themed.
Xbox 360,
So,
they're old fashioned now.
You didn't want it anyway.
No, I didn't. I was just going to give it away anyway.
What's that retro gaming thing behind your can of Foster's?
That is retro gaming, a bite-sized history of video games.
Oh, I think I might have that. I love my retro gaming stuff.
Awesome book. Sorry, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. I'm sorting out my streaming setup.
Mate, I mean, the state of this place, it's just, it's that weird thing now, particularly with COVID, but certainly for the last couple of years with Twitch and stuff, everybody gets to see your living room or your workspace or your bedroom or wherever it is your camera is set up. Everyone sees it. So you've kind of, particularly the last 4 or 5 months, you kind of got to be on show all the time, or at least be able to push everything, as I have done, over there.
I've got one location in my house where I've just got a flat wall that is so that it looks as if I have a tidy space. I haven't. It's just, I don't have to do any
the
effort.
missus works in the bedroom upstairs as well. Not that's not her job. No, but she's got a nice little background up there to make it look like she's in a lovely place.
It's funny. Well, my background was a lot messier than this, and when I realised this was a permanent thing, it was like, okay, I need to do a little something.
Yeah.
You can't have all of that behind me. Dave, I'm so sorry that you are not that good at Call of Duty and that you feel the need to blame other people for your mistakes. And I wish you luck. And it's nice to talk to you, mate. Thank you for the call.
Brilliant, thank you.
See you later, Dave. Take care.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
It was totally your fault.
You don't heckle. You don't heckle the main man. You know what I'm saying? You don't heckle the main man. Can we get a shout out for random British dude who's in the chat? The guy's a legend. Hey, but look, we've got over 1,000 viewers, and we have had for pretty much the whole show. Yes, I can do that face again. Look at that.
Is it because we've weeded out a lot of the knobs?
I think it's because they wanted to see if we were still talking or not.
They were looking for round 2.
We should have arguments more often.
Oh, I don't really like them.
You prick.
You all right? Oh, We both got itchy noses. What does that mean?
Listen to it.
Disgusting.
You want to take this?
Oh, yeah. Hello, Jim.
Good evening. Good evening. You
What's
well?
going on? Yeah, yeah.
Hang on one second. Kath, would you like a can of Coke?
Yes.
So I've got a real thirst on.
Yes.
I'm going to go for a pee and get a can of Coke. I'll wash my
Jim,
hands.
want one?
Yes, please. Diet, if you've got it.
Oh, we haven't got any diet, have we?
No, we've got no diet, I'm afraid, Jim.
Not good for my
Just-
diabetes if I had the sugary one.
Do you want to just have a sniff of mine?
Yeah, that'll do.
What's going on with you, Jim?
Well, there is a bit of a brouhaha in the chat.
Oh. You
and
astound
I'm calling
me.
for a ruling. Yeah.
All right, go on.
So it would appear that both Fake Sheila and
Mm-hmm.
myself are Platinum member 22.
Oh.
How
can that be?
I don't know.
Are you sure it's not just my screw writing?
Well, I've got 22 and Jenna's got 23.
Yeah.
So that would seem to be logical. But Fake Sheila is saying that they've got 11 and 22. So 11 from TLNA and 22 on Platinum. So
Gosh. Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's very unusual. I think that
So
means
is
you
it
have to
a
get
backup
married.
date?
Are you married already?
yeah, to Jenna. Yes, that would cause problems.
Would Jenna mind? I mean, Sheila does talk an awful lot, to be honest. I'm not sure that kind of sister wife would be what Jenna wants.
Probably not. No.
Okay, well, in that case, if you can't marry her, one of you is going to have to do away with the other. It's a bit like Highlander. There can be
That
only
was
one.
kind of what. Yeah, that's kind of what Fake Sheila was suggesting.
Right. I think you could
With the
probably take
fight,
her out. We've got a problem. We've got two 22s, and one of them is Fake Sheila.
Whoa. We haven't
four
got a
little
problem.
ducks.
You've got a problem.
I've said they've got to either get married or kill each other.
Who did the numbers?
Well, me.
Who did the numbers? Did that picture just change there? What happened there?
You've probably pressed something.
What have I done? Hang on. Main shot. Catherine's close up. No, that's right. Not my problem, Catherine. You've got a problem. You did the numbers. I did everything else. So sort it out.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, it also your signature, Catherine, looks like K Bong. I don't know whether that was intentional.
That's probably why.
K-bong.
I think you might have one of them, what they called, counterfeit ones.
K-bong.
Done by K-Bong. I'm very sorry. That was a lack of attention, but actually that makes it a collector's item. I think you're fine.
Yeah, so should I stick that one on eBay? Because there's no competition from number 69. That's
I don't believe Sheila because
Sheila is famously wrong on a lot of things.
Sheila doesn't know how to do anything, so I don't think she can read numbers properly. So no, until I see Sheila's 22, I don't believe her, Jim.
Okay.
I believe you. I believe you, mate. Oh, I believe you. I do not believe Sheila. I think she is a liar.
Okay, and I'll take that.
He's quite happy with that.
He's moved, isn't he? He's moved. Yeah. He's very moved. Sheila, over to you. It's your move. The court. The ball is in your court now. So over to you, Sheila. Let's just say thank you to Springtide for the subscription. Erin's, thank you. Rancock.
101.
Don't like that name. Alan Gold.
Shall I do one? Shorty McStumpy. Let me have a go. Woody Sway. Woody Sway.
Woody Sway.
Woody Sway.
Woody Sway. I think he would. Woody Sway.
It's Woody's Way. Woody's
Sway.
Anyway.
JX Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Humanity.
Humanity.
I don't want to say any more names. You've ruined it for everybody. You've ruined it for everybody.
Oh, look, I've got some money for the smashing blouse.
Hello.
Whoa.
Flipping heck.
Hello. Oh no, I can't hear you, Ian.
Flipping heck, look.
Hello, I can't hear you.
Hang on, I don't want to talk to you. I want to hear your brother's voice. Does he sound like you?
Thing here.
Oh, for God's sakes. They're the same person. I love identical twins in the same way that I hate them.
I've broken it. I'm sorting the audio out.
Look at this. It's the same person. How is he doing that? That's green screen, right?
Yeah, it is. I can see the green screen.
My kids in the cinema would go, is that CGI? And I go, yes, that is.
We can see your green screen brother.
Yes. Yeah. Here he is. What is? I actually don't exist in green screen, Ian.
It's the same voice. It's the same voice. Whoa!
Well, the thing is with twins, when the mum gets it right the first time, she's not going to deviate, is she?
This is freaky. So which one? Oh, right, hang on a second, because I'm confused now. Which one is the random British dude?
It's hard to say, isn't it? Put the hat on, brother. Is it him?
It's me, Shmi.
Is it? I am
It's
you.
the same voice.
No, you are me.
Who are you?
I am you.
But you're me.
But I am you.
Twins will never stop being fun. They're so much fun.
We've had so much fun growing up. Swapping places and stuff, being a bit mischievous.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you. So, what is your brother's name?
I'll put him on. Here you go, bro. Talk to him.
My name is Lee. I live in Oldham.
Lee, do you know that your brother's quite famous online?
Yeah, I'm very proud of him, and I feel like I want to go into the streaming industry myself, but I need a better setup. But
no, here's what you need. You need a moustache.
Yeah.
The twirly moustache, and you need to be evil.
Oh,
You
yes!
have to be his evil twin.
Yeah, like Sporticus and Robbie Rotten.
Yeah, like Michael Knight and his brother, I think it's Gareth, was Michael
Yes,
Knight's brother? Garth, that was it. You need to be his evil, evil British dude, or whatever you're going to call it, random evil dude, and you need to do your best to destroy his career.
Genius, that's genius.
He's already got it.
Totally do it.
Great.
I love it. So how long
have you known each other?
All our lives. Since I was the first out, so I made it quicker for him to come out.
What you see? What happened was, I saw him leave, and I went, "Hang on, where's he going?" So
you followed him
I
out.
was like, this way, bro. This way, bro.
How many minutes between you? How many minutes between you?
17 minutes.
17. My mum's a twin. She was 20 minutes behind. But her mum didn't know she was having twins. Imagine that little shocker.
Oh, that was a massive shocker.
That would be a huge shock.
And push again.
This should be over now, right?
Push again. What? Push again.
I feel bad because I now have a favourite out of you two.
Oh, don't say which. It's not fair.
I'm not going to say which.
It's like if you have children, you can't tell them who's your favourite.
Oh, my youngest is my favourite.
Yeah.
I don't. The older one gets on my nerves. Which is not the way it works with you two guys. If you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you done any streaming with him while you've been home?
Well, I did. We did it today. I've streamed in the past, and I did a little bit of stream myself, but my laptop hasn't got great graphics and all
he
that.
can play guitar. He was playing guitar today.
Play guitar. Hi.
Give us a song, man.
Give you a song.
Yeah, go on. Here we go. This is it. Only because Catherine tells me off when I play a song, so this should be.
Here you go.
We need tuning.
Wanna make love to you.
Oh, I was going to tune it. See, that's what you don't do.
Tuning is for pussies.
I played it before, and since I've done the stream, it's gone out of tune.
It's been next to the radiator.
Yeah.
Which won't be on, of course. It's too hot.
And you can't do that during a call because it takes a little while to tune.
Just play it out of tune.
Out of tune.
Yeah. He wants you to look bad.
It sounds terrible.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey.
It sounds terrible.
That's good. Go.
25 years and my life is still
Trying to get up that great big hill of hope.
Yes, man.
Or a destination.
and I
Realized quickly when I knew I should that this home is made up of that brotherhood of man. For whatever that means. So I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed. You just get it all up what's in my head. And I'm feeling a little peculiar.
So they're both nuts.
Yeah.
In the morning when I step outside and I take a deep breath and I skip real high and I skip the top of my lungs. What's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
I've got no idea what's going on.
Poor mum downstairs trying to watch the telly.
She'll join in a minute.
What's going on?
Please don't do the whole song.
Oh.
Yep, they're doing it.
Oh dear.
Jesus.
Oh my God, do I try?
That was quite good, that bit.
Try all the time in this institution, and I pray. Oh my God, do I pray?
We should do more songs like this.
I pray every single day for a revolution.
Can we get a shout out for random British dude in the chat, please, guys?
Sometimes better play.
Everybody listen to what I said.
Get
Come on,
rid
just
of
give me
what's
some cash.
in my
Listen to
head.
what
I
I
say,
said.
hey,
You know what? Watch where I tread. You know
what's
what step
going on?
because you know whatever is going on. I don't care who's going
So
strong.
I
'Cause
step in the morning when I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs. What's
going on?
And I said, hey, yeah, yeah.
Jesus, it's the 12-inch remix.
Hey, yeah, hey, yeah,
You did a
yeah,
rap.
hey. What's going on?
I'm hoping the end is going on.
That song's going on.
My life is still trying to get up that great big hill.
a very big hill.
of hope for a destination.
Let's have a big round of applause for random British dude and his evil twin.
Oh, well, that was very nice.
Hello. Did you have a cracking time there, Ian? Listen, Ian, listen. Love yourself.
We had a very
You're doing
acceptable
amazing,
time, didn't we?
okay? You're an incredible person.
I
know this is not a serious moment right now.
Look, he had a glass of booze. Suddenly it all makes sense. Suddenly it all makes sense. You two are brilliant. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
They're real. They're real people.
Oh my God.
Oh dear.
His channel is great, and his brother has to set up an evil British dude channel. He really does.
Yeah.
That was it. But they sounded the same. Not all twins, not all identical twins sound the same. That's dedication.
Matt and Luke Goss, of course, famously.
You ready?
What for?
Oh, I do like to be Poseidon seaside and safe. And in Devon and Cornwall, you can be Poseidon seaside and safe. Thanks to Poseidon Safety Management that operate in Devon and Cornwall that have beaches.
Yeah.
They will patrol the beaches and they will keep them crime free and they will make sure that you are safe. They might patrol them with dogs. They will pick up any doggy doo-doos, what the dogs do. And yes, let's hear your entry.
Don't take Poseidon. Don't take the Poseidon.
That's outright unfair because you had one earlier.
Yeah. Which is Poseidon. Trident tested for security.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even get that.
Trident tested.
So we're going to have
Trident. Poseidon. That's a trident.
So we're going to have a poll, okay? Which of these catchphrases
Don't take the Poseidon.
do you prefer? So we're going to have both of them up, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to have all four up. So we've got I do like to be Poseidon seaside.
Oh, you can't fit it in.
I do like to. All right. Okay. I'll just put
Poseidon seaside.
Okay. I know how to abbreviate. Thank you. Poseidon seaside.
Yep.
Which one are you entering in this round?
Poseidon. Trident tested.
Trident. I don't get that at all. Trident tested.
Oh my God.
So okay. All right. So that's Poseidon, and of course, you know all the details. I mean, actually, what they do is irrelevant to this conversation. So go and look at the website and all that. It's the dog.
Licking my feet again.
Okie dokie.
It's because they smell like sausages. Wood.
SommersWasteSolutions.com. It's a reference to an obscure Beach Boys song. SommersWasteSolutions.com. They will sort out your waste at SommersWasteSolutions.com.
I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of Sommers have been and gone.
Well, I like that, except you're saying that Mark and James. Is Mark? Mark? Who's Mark? Who's James?
James.
Is that their names?
Yeah.
Mind both. You're suggesting that they are
boys. Boys of Sommers.
No, you're suggesting that they go around misbehaving with women.
No, have been.
They have been misbehaving with women.
Have been.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the company. Why? Boys.
They do big bins, little bins, cardboard boxes.
Big bins, little bins, some as big as your head. Boys of Sommers.
They're your one-stop waste solution. So if you've got a big business or a small one, if you've got to bin something, have a word with them and they'll show you how to do it cheaper and also improve your carbon and green footprint. You know, a lot of businesses have got various kinds of waste to get rid of and you tend to farm it out to different companies. You don't need to do that. And in fact, you could score yourself some serious brownie points with your boss by saving them money by just going to that one place. Sommers can handle almost everything.
Okay, we have put the 4 up. Okay, the 2 for Poseidon, 2 for Sommers. The 2, I don't get tried and tested, and it's winning. So we will take the 2.
You not know your mythology. You know Poseidon has a trident.
Oh, I thought this was to do with nuclear trident.
What?
Wow. So we will take the 2 leading one for Poseidon and the leading one for Sommers. They go through to the final, which we will hold on.
They go to boot camp
Friday.
All right.
Look at that stupid dog behind you. If you just move this way.
You know Friday's tomorrow.
If you move this way. If you move this way. No, if you move this way. If you move this way, people can see that stupid dog.
Dog. And they can see my broken computer.
Lara! Lalas! Hello, darling girl. Hello, darling. Hello, darling girl. You're tired.
Okay, she's not with it.
Absolutely.
She's been drinking down there. A dog beer again.
Anyway, right, so... Yeah, no. Why would I not know that tomorrow is Friday?
Because you keep talking about Friday and I go, you know that's tomorrow.
I must admit, I'm going to be honest, I did think it was Wednesday today. Trident tested is brilliant. Can we time Claire? Well, let's not time her out, but she's very close to a timeout. We've had 1,000 viewers for the entire evening.
I'm really pleased. Thank you very much.
I'm not.
Why?
Because they get on my nerves. As we discussed earlier. Right.
Gee whiz.
Okay, so we've got round 1 is Trident tested. We'll put Poseidon here. Trident tested.
Yes.
Okay. And then, by the way, we should have said this to the companies. Whichever one wins on Friday night, you have to use, okay? You have to. you don't actually get away. And then Sommers Waste.
We can talk, you know, our previous sponsor can sort out your rebranding.
And you have to pay us £1,000 for the idea.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about that bit. And we will spend it all on Facebook.
Yeah. Boys of Sommers. Okay, I think we're just... Okay, even my vote didn't change it that much. Okay, it's okay. So I think the vote is done. So going through to the final from round 1 for Poseidon, it's Trident tested.
Yes.
Going through to Friday from round 1 for Sommers, it's the Boys of Sommers. Okay, that's good. That's exciting.
Good, go me.
And
thank you. I want to say thank you to
you,
not you.
But where did this come from? Big up the Gregorian.
Oh.
Came from me to you.
So you should have already had a plan. You didn't.
Gregorian Emerson family. I don't even want to do the ads.
Come on, don't be like that.
It's a lawyers, it's crook catchers, it's cleaners. There we go. That's that done. That's that done. You know what's going on.
Richard Gregorian. What a top bloke.
You were going to say tosser. You said tosser in rehearsal.
No, I didn't. Gregorian. We want more Rian.
He doesn't need he's got a catchphrase. All right, NJS Burton, just ixnay on that, because don't look at the chat. Don't look at the chat.
I am looking at that. What are you looking at?
Not looking at anything.
What are you doing now?
Can we make the chat go up hard? Can we make the chat go up hard? Because there's a good one in there that I don't I don't want Kath to see. Make the chat go up hard. Can we make the chat go up hard? Okay, the chat's gone up hard now, so you can't see it. There we go. Thank you. So I'll have that in the next round. Got a great one for the next round.
Next round, are you?
Yes, we keep putting them forward until the final on Friday.
I've won.
No, you haven't won. Do you still have the tape on your foot? Well, if you've been watching at the beginning, you would have seen yes. That is dirt.
It's the original tape.
That is dirt. I'm buzzing now, man. Let's play this. Let's play that. Yes. Oh, couldn't start. All right. How many ad breaks have we had this hour, apart from the singy, songy, sings? Had that dirt 2 days ago. So what?
Obviously, he gets dirty in the same place. He's got a wonky foot. Why do you have to bring that up?
Is it the original foot? Yes, it is.
Good one. Oh, tell him about what you were listening to last night.
Oh, I heard the best phone call I've ever heard on a phone-in radio station.
Even better than Do You Drive, Jeff?
It was like Do You Drive, Jeff. It was
Brian McAvoy, well played.
He sent us £2.99 to the PayPal saying, "This is for the Buy Combat Samsung Nappies Fund." I mean, come on. So I want.
He's in pull-ups now, big boy pants.
BBC Sounds. Last night I watched What's on the Tapes, Pete's channel. It was great. I loved it. And then I listened to. So I'm just looking to think. I listened to a bit of Alan Bezic, who is my favourite phone-in radio host. I can't believe me, a radio geek, have only just heard him in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
God, this Sounds website is absolutely. Well, that's Bezic now. But I want to play a call from last night. Radio Manchester schedule. This Sounds website is
it's not very good, is it?
Pony, isn't it?
Although, I was listening to the radio.
That.
I know it was a gurgle.
Yep.
Sorry about that, everyone. That was involuntary. I was washing up earlier on, which I don't do very often, and I put the radio on, and I've not been listening to it for a while, so 5 Live was on. And Audrey Gillen was on there, and they were talking about her new podcast. You know, she said that she was doing one about when she was embedded as a war reporter.
Yes, she was our last guest, I think, before.
She was awesome, right? And this thing sounds great. So I can't remember what it's called, and I haven't got my computer. But look up...
Get her on.
Or, do you know what? I'll give her a shout.
Invite her on.
Because she was with a group of soldiers who were... they were shot up by the Americans' friendly fire incident. Because the Americans from above saw their orange plates they had on the side of their armoured vehicles and thought they were rockets. But actually they're the universal sign of, that they're the Allies. They shot them. Not only did they shoot them up, they turned around, came back and did it again.
Wowzers.
Yeah, and she was with them. So she's got an incredible, that's an incredible podcast. Have a listen to that if you're interested.
Get her on.
And
Although
Audrey's
I don't think she likes me.
She does.
Does she?
She does.
Correct.
Oh, that's good. It started in the same place because I played it on my phone.
Mm-hmm. But you need to start it a fair
We're going to go back.
way back because you only played me the first saga.
It might position go wrong.
Hang on.
50
happening, and the chances of ignorance. Because ideally the photograph, George, good on you. I think we've got Amber.
Oh, go back. I'll explain what this is in a second. Let me go back.
They've got all sorts of things.
Said to them,
Here we go.
We might as well.
Okay, so this goes on for quite a bit. You'll get bored, but then you'll find it funny. Then you'll get bored, and then you'll find it funny again, right? So Alan Bezic, Manchester and Lancashire, maybe late night phone-in. Thank you for the sub, David Swansea. Thank you, Daddy Dino. Hey, listen. By the way, Daddy Dino says I've subbed for the first time after getting a gifted sub from Pete last month. Being made redundant has been bad, but the community on here has been great. Thank you to those who've been there for me. Thank you, Daddy Dino 81. Here's the thing.
That's the dog.
We think no less of people that sub or don't sub. We don't think any less of you, right? And so if you can't afford to sub, absolutely, absolutely fine. We carry on doing this. If you can, beautiful. If you can afford to gift some subs, beautiful. But there is no difference in our eyes to those that gift, 10 subs and those that can't afford to sub. We will carry on doing it. So please, please, please don't, if you're, we know money is tight, pounds are tight.
Yeah.
If you can't afford it, or if it just puts a little bit more pressure on your wallet than you feel comfortable with.
It's fine.
Don't do it.
It's fine.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're going to be doing this, right? And, if you can't afford, maybe in 6 months you'll be able to afford it. Maybe in a year you'll be able to afford it. Maybe you won't. It's fine. Please, please, please do not feel obliged. We're selling all this stuff. We're putting all this stuff out because it's our job. But we'll be all right. Don't feel obliged. Don't get into trouble. Don't, stretch yourself to sub to us or buy one of our silly books or any of that. Please, 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 please. It's not what this is about.
That's all that's icing on the cake. And if you don't want that, you can have the cake for free.
Yeah, but you can't eat the cake.
You can have a
But
sniff.
we can put a little hole in the cake and you can do what you want with that hole.
No, not that again.
So Alan Bezic.
That podcast I was talking about, Audrey Gillen, On the Ground it's called.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get a link to that. And so here we go. So this is a call. This is, honestly, I was listening to this in bed last night. Oh, man. Lonely God, thank you. 5 subs. Very, very kind. Thank you.
That wasn't a hint, Lonely God, but that's beautiful.
Here we go.
Hello, George.
George isn't there, right?
How do Anne?
Hello, Alan.
Hello.
Hello. I wonder if you could help me.
This is already right. He gets quite old people phoning up, right, quite often, and he gets some real characters. It's some show, but straight away from hello. I wonder if you can help me. I thought this is going to be
Also,
gold.
she said hello to herself. Hello,
Yeah.
Anne. When they say their own names,
Oh.
that's a point.
This is going to be gold. Here we go.
I bought an Alexa Dot.
Wasn't expecting that. Was not expecting her to say an Alexa Dot.
From Amazon. And are you there?
Straight away.
I love that as well. Someone's not stopped talking, but because you haven't interrupted, they think you've gone.
Are you there? Yes, I'm listening. That's the only response you can do. Yes, I'm listening.
I am, yes.
Right.
And you have to say it with that frustration. Yeah, I'm here. Of course I'm here. Yes.
Proceed.
I bought an Alexa Dot from Amazon, and I've tried to download it.
By the way, let's play a little game. I'm out of drink. If you've got some booze, put your glass down, put your beer down. You can only have a sip, only, every time Anne says the word computer.
Oh, yeah. How much have I got?
You may want
Not
to go.
enough.
You may want to go and lay down on the bed and start from there.
On my mobile. Now, I've tried a few times and I couldn't download the app. Eventually, I managed to. I didn't download it, but somebody came online and spoke to me, and it was a lady. And then she said, "What's the problem?" I said, "I can't download. I can't set the app up. Can you help me?" So she said, "Just a moment." And then I was put through to another department.
So we didn't need to hear about that lady at all, did we?
You've not. Kath's heard this and like the next 2 or 3 minutes of it. Even she's not heard how insane it gets. This is nothing.
But we're going to hear it in real time, just to warn you. So
no. You're going to hear it in stretched out,
and then
slow down time.
rolled up.
She's in a time loop. Yes.
Okay.
Here we go.
What I'm saying is, I hope you're not working tomorrow.
Department I spoke to, they had an American accent, and I said to them, "Who are you?" So he said who he was, and I said, "Where are you?" He said, "I'm in Washington, D.C."
None of this is relevant.
My gran would have done this and done the voices. I'm in Washington, D.C.
By the way, you don't need to remember this bit.
It's irrelevant.
And she'll tell you a few more times.
Okay.
So I was a bit suspicious. Then he said...
Why? Why is she suspicious? Because he's in America.
Can I... you're on Google. I said, yes.
Did she say Goodle?
Goodle.
Did she say Goodle?
Yes.
And I said to them, who are you? So he said who he was, and I said, where are you?
Just to say, my father-in-law tells stories like this, except he would have told you what colour the sky was as well, and what he was wearing, and where in the room he was sitting when he made this phone call.
Get ready for Goodle.
He said, I'm in Washington, D.C. So I was a bit suspicious. Then he said, can I, you're on Google.
Again. Google.
I said, yes. So what he did, he took over my laptop, my computer.
First drink. Get it down, you kids.
I would suggest you only do one finger, because this is going to be a long night.
Now the game starts.
And I didn't give him permission to do this. Normally, if you go on to an English site, they ask if they can have permission to take over your computer. Now, he did this, and
she's gone.
Oh,
right, she's gone.
Hello.
Now go and drink some water.
Hello.
Alan, we've lost you. I don't know what happened there, but we've just lost you.
Listen to how Alan always introduces his next caller.
We've got George, though. I'll do George.
Does that with every caller. So we can skip forward a few minutes after George's call. Anne comes back. Hang on.
And went on a cruise.
A diffie-cropper route. If it goes down as the smaller boats, east and the like, don't we? Of your computer, he was in Washington.
Here we go.
Anyway, that's all I want to talk about, Alan.
Well, I like the idea of the photograph, George. Good on you. I think we've got Anne back. We're having trouble today with the telephones, but Anne's back. Anne, you just suddenly disappeared, but now you've reappeared, so welcome back.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can. So the gentleman took control of your computer.
Doesn't count when he says it. All right? Put that drink down.
He was in Washington. That's not unusual. So what happened then?
I'm rather concerned. I don't know.
Okay. But what happened then?
If it was a scam, and
Sheila says she had a sneaky computer before Anne came back. Okay, well, that's fair enough.
he took over my computer. And I got rather perturbed, actually. And then he said, oh, you seem to have a lot of viruses on your computer.
Flipping it.
Now, I know I haven't, because I have virus protection on my computer.
Come on, Anne.
And I'm rather worried if he's taken control of my computer.
My God. I really love you, man. I'm not just... Don't laugh. I'm not just saying that. I've had a few. I'm not just saying that.
He's seen all the things on my computer.
She's about to kind of admit she's got blueies on a laptop.
Which is, some of them are quite private.
By the way, if I keep stopping as often as I am, this is going to go on till next Thursday, okay?
Let's power through it.
And I wonder if I've been scammed. Now,
Well, let's deal with first things first.
okay.
Is your Alexa now working?
No,
It's still not working.
no. He said to me, oh, if I
Well,
press
no,
select-
no, I don't need to know what he said.
Okay, it's not working, no.
Okay. So, you rang who?
I rang, I asked for assistance on my mobile, and then this woman
Well,
came
when
up.
you asked for assistance on your mobile...
Well,
that
I
was-
have to, you've got to. That's how you get on to Alexa. You have
Yeah,
to.
when you asked for assistance on your mobile, who did you ask?
Well, a lady came on called Alexa Williams, and she said,
I don't believe that for a second.
do you need help? I said, yes.
No, but who... I don't know the system. I've never used them.
Hang on, I just thought, why did she ring Google? Because that's not owned by...
The thing Alan is going to do now, which he's great at, when he's talking to people and he just wants to know what's going on, he'll ask a question, then he'll go, no, it's a simple yes or no. It's a simple yes or no. because he just wants to get the story going. Okay.
Alexa. So there you
Well,
are. You
I've
have
never
your.
used it before. It was the first time.
But you've got a better chance of knowing what went on than me because I wasn't there and have never done it. So.
Well, I
what
bought this thing.
Yeah, I've got
and,
that.
Sorry, I did now.
It's all right. We know you bought it, and we know you've had a conversation. Now, what I want to know is how did the first conversation begin? What did you do? Did you ring somebody? It's a yes/no question. Did you telephone somebody?
That's a rather awkward question.
How is it awkward?
This is last night at about 11:15.
Marine 77 is going to need a stomach pump at this rate.
I don't think we're halfway through this yet.
You did telephone somebody or you didn't?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't
I think so.
telephone
It's not that
anybody.
awkward. So, what process went on? So, you ended up speaking with somebody. Am I
Yeah.
correct? I don't mean by
Correct.
email. I mean by voice.
Correct.
Right. So, how?
Tari Tiger says, "Hello, is that Alexa Williams? My Alexa and Google is full of virus."
Thing is, right, these are exactly the conversations I had with my mum, except there would have been no names. She wouldn't have been able to remember what the thing was that she was having problems with. Or who she'd rung. You know, thingy. What's it?
How did
that
happen?
This thing came on, said, Alexa, I'm Alexa.
Oh, Laura.
She's under the table. What have you seen?
Calm down.
She's
Calm
seen of
down.
your shorts.
Oh Jesus, Laura, we're doing a bit, love. Come and sit with me. Come and have a cuddle. Come on.
What's the matter? Oh, she's seen a ghost.
She might have seen a ghost.
Under the table.
She might have seen a ghost.
Is that what you've seen? Did you see a ghost? Yeah, she did.
You're going back tomorrow, kid, if you make it that long. Right.
I'm Elisa Williams. And what
Elisa.
So it's Elisa Williams now.
is your problem? So I said, I can't log in. I can't download Alexa.
Now, was that conversation in voice or writing?
In voice or writing?
Well, I put it on. I wrote it out on the thing.
She
Did a
wrote it.
human being speak to you and say, "I'm"?
No.
Right.
But
So
then,
it was some words on your screen.
It was originally, yes.
Well, that's what I'm going. I'm going through it step by step.
Okay.
So you type something into your phone,
That
and
I download it. Yeah.
you typed something into your phone.
She Googled it.
Uh-huh.
And you then got a response.
Yes, I got a telephone call on my my mobile.
Oh, is this this? I might be confusing it with the call about how the Chinese were making new Titanic. She argues about they go off. This is kind of why I love it and why people hate me. What he's about to do is the thing I do that people hate me. They're about to argue, I think, about what a phone is.
Oh God!
To
Okay.
say what is the problem, and it was an American voice. I said,
Right, we've missed a stage out again. I'm trying to find out.
"Okay,
how
well
it-
you carry on then."
Well, I was carrying on with questions.
Get shirty, Anne. We're just trying to get to the bottom of your problems.
They're going to have a lovely argument about what.
Imagine how she was with Alexis or Elisa or whatever her name was.
All right, well I'm listening.
The original.
They both hate each other now. They both hate each other.
She's taking out her frustration that she should be directing towards Goodle on Alan.
You typed something into your telephone, and then you got a written response.
No,
a
I
text.
typed something into my mobile.
You typed something into your telephone. No, I typed something into my mobile.
Your mobile what?
Oh, Laura, come here, darling. Come on. Come and sit with me, because this is fun. And we can't hear if you've got the marquee. Not the best. It's not the best. You're a big old lump, aren't you? Sit with me, darling girl.
Not in the mouth.
Sit with me, my darling. think that was my elbow. There we go. Right.
Okay.
She asked me.
No. Just answer the question, please. You said you typed something into your mobile. Mobile what?
To download Alexa.
No. What you said mobile. What is a mobile?
Sorry, we're getting confused here.
Do you mean your mobile telephone?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I
you
gave
typed,
my mobile number.
No, please relax for a moment.
They're now arguing about a phone. Please relax for a moment. Love it. Here's the thing. I would be getting.
Also, have you noticed they're doing that northern thing of getting posher and posher
Yeah.
the more tense they get?
Oh, is that a northern thing?
I think it is a little
Yeah.
bit of that generation.
See, I would be shouting it now. This is what I want to learn from him. Is he's getting quieter and quieter, but they both have contempt for each other.
Yes.
When I said you typed something into your telephone and you said no, I typed it into my mobile. Well, that is your telephone.
Correct, yes.
Right. So you typed it into your telephone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you got a response. A
Yes.
written response, a response in writing, a text. Am I correct yet?
Yes.
Right. What did the text say?
Can I help you?
You responded in writing via your telephone with a text reply saying, I can't make Alexa work, yes?
Correct.
What happened?
This is the tensest phone call I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And I had an argument with a business partner for 45 minutes on the phone today.
Happened next?
Then I got a telephone call with my mobile phoning the number I put in,
Get hot, pick up your glasses, guys.
and an American voice came on.
Do the voice.
What seems to be the trouble? I said
Okay,
I can't.
She was tempted to do the voice
download
then. That seems to be the trouble.
Let me just stop you there.
All right.
When you said to the person who you were texting with that you couldn't download Alexa,
Yes.
the next thing that happened, was that a voice telephone call, or did you get a text back saying, I'll do this for you if you wish, I'll connect you to someone who can help?
No.
No, you were just connected.
I got a telephone call on my mobile.
A little earlier, I'm sorry to be a bully, a little earlier you said to me, I was asked if I wanted to speak to somebody.
All right, well, this lady came on then with not a text. She came on with a text, not a voice.
And the text said,
Can I help you?
Oh, God!
Can someone please clip her saying, can I help you? Because that's gonna be my clip of the year.
we've done that bit, and you said, Alexa doesn't work. Did she
Correct.
respond?
She then, after that, I got my mobile.
Please, let me just... Did she
You
respond?
understand what I'm talking about, Alan?
No, I don't. I've not got the chronology of it yet.
Well, I wonder if I've been scammed. That's what I'm wondering about.
We're going to need to get to the
I can't
punchline,
tell you
Anne.
yet. I don't think you have.
Well, I hope
because-
not.
Well, you see, scammers don't usually wait for you to ring them. That's not how they work. They'd never do business. I'm just thinking of ringing a...
Scammers usually don't wait for you to ring them. They never do business. I'm loving this so much. We're almost halfway through. Don't worry, guys.
No.
So we can steal all my details. That's
All
not
right,
how
fair
they
enough.
work.
That's immaterial to what I'm asking you.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
it's
I'm
not, because
interested.
scammers usually contact you.
Yes, they did.
Not until you'd contacted them.
I tried to download Alexa.
We
to
know!
start with.
And when you failed, you then communicated with some agency, and they got back...
When you do, I don't know if you've got Alexa. But
I do,
when,
I've not.
No, well, you have to put in your telephone number. And I put in my mobile telephone number. And after all this hoo-ha, I got a telephone...
Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha. Imagine.
phone call on my mobile asking me, and it was an American voice, how can we help? So I said, I can't download the Alexa. Can you help me? And this American voice said yes. and he asked me, he said, "Are you on Google?" I said, "Yes."
Oh my God.
I'm really sorry for all you non-subs. I've got to play an ad.
Don't worry, there'll be plenty left on the other side of it.
Are you on Google? I said yes. Okay.
So after that, he took control, and he didn't ask. He took control of my laptop. And I'm very worried about it because...
all the communication so far has been on your phone, and then it went onto your laptop.
It did, yes.
Well Hidden says, I think Anne is a scam.
So he said to me, "Have you got Alexa plugged in?" I said, "Yes." So then he said, "What colour is it?" And I said, "Oh, it's blue, and then it's orange." And then he took over my computer.
Oh my God.
We're back. The game is back on. Some of you getting thirsty.
People have sobered up since she started.
No, don't worry.
Making bacon butties.
Can you just tell me what he did? He took over your computer.
He did, yes.
And what did he then
That is
do?
why I'm worried about it.
Yeah,
Have I been scammed?
Well, I'm trying to
I
find out.
asked him where he was. He said, "I'm in Washington, D.C."
And I'm trying to find out. I know he's in Washington. That's not a problem.
Oh, right.
Often, when you...
By the way, the Manchester game, but this should be adapted into a film. Totally. Tom Hanks is either Alan Bezic or the man in Washington. He's one of those two.
King Mike UK has been for a wee and it's still going on.
I use Apple, and if I have a problem...
I use Google,
if I have a
No,
problem...
you don't!
Well, Apple's the machine.
Right, come on. Mook says, this breaks my heart. Sorry for being a downer, but this confusion in old age happens to us in early Alzheimer's.
Oh, God.
This is not an Alzheimer's call, for crying out loud.
Googles what was in
Quite,
it.
yeah, I'm with you.
If I have a problem with my Apple computer, I get in
Doesn't count if he says it.
touch with somebody, and that somebody is in California.
New to this says, maybe the call centre she called was taken over by aliens.
I mean, it could happen.
It has happened. There's a movie about that coming out.
Right.
But I ring an English phone number. If I have a problem with my telephone and I ring BT in the dead of night...
Stop it, right? Morai says, I've got Google on my Apple device.
The person who answers the phone...
By the way, that's not her showing any signs of dementia. That's how people talk
Some
when
people
they're
talk.
when they're posh and northern. My mum does it sometimes when she's doing her telephone voice.
In India.
It doesn't matter. The point is...
That is exactly the point. It doesn't matter where they are.
No.
So the fact that he was in Washington is irrelevant. What
Right.
matters is, what did he do?
He
So
took over my computer.
Oh, God. I'm running out of pop.
And then did
Control of
what?
my computer.
Oh, no, come on.
We're back in the game.
And did you watch on your laptop what he was doing?
I watched and I tried with my mouse. He said, "Please leave your mouse alone." So after all this, after about 5 minutes, he said to me, "I'm sorry, I can't help you because you seem to have viruses on your computer."
Oh.
So come on, don't slow down.
Now I know I have.
You right? Just keep a hold of it.
I've got none left.
Got viruses on my computer.
It's just drinking spit now.
Delicious.
Because I have a security. So
She's saying computer more than Chris Tarrant.
what I've done now is I've done a full system scan, security-wise, to see if my computer's
Oh, no, come on. I've only got cold coffee now. I'm not drinking that.
okay, that there's no threats on it. But I'm worried because he said I've got viruses. Now, I know I haven't. And I'm very worried that...
I know I haven't got viruses on my computer, says the lady who uses Google and Amazon Elisa.
I've been scammed, which is terribly worrying.
Well, it's very, very worrying.
Stupid puppy says, if this was my late mum, I would find this Alan Bezic and key his
I
car.
think you owe him an apology.
It's a little bit.
I don't think you have because of the. Well, I know you hope not. I don't think you have because of the process.
See, what we would do is let her tell the story, fade it out, play some music, and then fade it in 10 minutes later.
Or we'd bring like Alan Caddick on and plays your Tim or something like that.
By which you made contact with.
Alan is not very good with the elderly. He's 74.
He is the elderly.
He's speaking to his own.
This individual. I know he rang you, but the process that led him to ring you was instigated by you, and that's a very, very unusual course for a scammer.
Well, I hope not, because I'm going to phone the police in the morning, and I'm going to phone somebody because I'm terribly worried about it.
She's going to phone the police in the morning.
Gosh, by the afternoon they should get the end of the story.
Do you bank via your laptop or mobile?
Yes, I have a mobile. I bank online. Yes.
Have you checked your accounts?
Well, I checked afterwards, and I tried, and it doesn't seem to be all right. But I'll try in the morning again because I am very, very worried about this. It's
I understand you being worried. The process you've described to me, Anne, unless somebody comes on and tells me otherwise, and I...
Peter Toad, did you see that one? You want to read it?
I always phone Alan Bezic just after a crime, and then the police in the morning. Oh no, she is worried though.
Not by any stretch of the imagination an expert in computers.
They should show this on Netflix. Oh, come on, please. Please.
Well, I'm not.
Few of us
I know
are,
a bit about
unfortunately.
computers, but
Oh no, I've got none left. I can't join them.
But Anne, it sounds like the process you went through sounds like a typical process of what happens when...
See, as Friends Russ says, a definite scam, though. It does carry the hallmarks. Maybe Alan is too... No, it doesn't. It doesn't carry the hallmarks. It carries the hallmarks of an app. Like when I've got problems... When I've got Barclays on my phone, right? And when I have a problem, it says, if you've got a problem, press this button and you'll get put through to a call centre. It sounds like that to me. I don't have Alexa, but I'm assuming that somewhere she has pressed a button that has put her straight through to Alexa. So this doesn't sound like a scam at all. The Manchester Gamer, you're all laughing, but this is my wife, and I'm not finding it very funny at all.
When an electronic gadget isn't working. And that is that they take control of your equipment. Now, I've never had that happen to me without being asked, but nonetheless, they take... Well, the reason I say that's never happened to me in that way is because in order for them to take control, it is usually the case that they cannot do so without you authorising it on your device.
that is what's worrying me because...
Fox 300 says it's a Kit Boga style scam. It doesn't sound like a scam to me at all. By the way, I was phoning up scammers 15 years ago, so please.
I'm with Witch, and when I phone Witch up, if I want to get in touch with the...
It does sound like at the early stages of a scam, and I watch Kit Boga all the time. You can also be... It doesn't sound like a scam. Doesn't sound like a scam.
It sounds like online support, doesn't it?
Yeah. Also...
They didn't phone her out of the blue when she didn't have a problem with her with her Amazon.
It was 100% not a scam. It was a fish. They were fishing for information to try and scam her. What the...
Just at the moment where she actually did have the problem that they were trying to help her with. How unusual.
This doesn't sound like a scam at all. It says the man who gave his sort code to a nice lady who texted him saying she was from the bank. Well, that's not me. I didn't do that. What? Dan, who knows everything about everything, says it 100% is a scam. It doesn't sound like a scam at all. Oh, I'm not going to look at Malcolm Merlin on YouTube, Dan. You always know better than everyone else. So good luck with that.
IT chaps, they usually say if they want to take control of my computer, they usually ask me first if they can take control.
Yes, you did. You spent a week calling up on Talk Radio. I didn't give them my sort code. I don't think.
No, we gave them Kelly Betts' sort code. It wasn't really their sort code. Spoiler, we didn't give them any information.
But thank you very much indeed.
Yes.
Now, this person didn't ask me.
Now, that I can understand why that disturbs you, but just dealing with the process, I hope somebody listening can help me out here and help Anne out as well, because computers are not my thing. I can use them just about, but the process you've described does not sound...
I'm not going to YouTube Kit Boga. I couldn't give a shit who Kit Boga is. I was calling scammers 15 years ago. I don't know who this Kit Boga is, and I don't care. Not everything online is a scam. And just because you've watched Kit Boga doesn't mean you know what a scam is. Maybe it is a scam. I don't know. I don't care. For God's sakes. You were all being so funny, and now you're all being up your arse again.
Like a typical scam. Scammers don't sit there in Nigeria or Washington or anywhere else waiting for people to ring them. They send things to you and ask you to respond, and that's not what happened here. You instigated everything, and that doesn't, to me...
Because you are telling us we are wrong and you are right. Sounds like you don't care. I don't care about what you have to say, Moggy72. I'm going to be honest. No. I don't know what you're referring to there. But Moggy72 specifically, I don't care what you have to say.
It started out, Alan, with me trying to download the Alexa app
We get the story again.
on my mobile.
Yeah.
And this all started off with that.
Yes.
And
Yes, I know you don't. It's clear. Moggy, can I make it any clearer? I don't care what you say, Moggy72.
Meanwhile, you're slowing up an already very slow story.
Please shut up, Moggy. Shut up. Ixnay on the insults, okay?
then I got this... was
To be fair, you don't want to get what people have to say, it seems. You know what, as friends, Rust?
It gets to the point
There
where
you go, you see.
instead of
There you
audience
go.
participation, it's heckling.
There you go. There you go, you see. There you go.
You're asked to put in your name, your telephone number, and blah, 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 rest. And then I got a phone call on my mobile asking me, do you need help? So I just put in, I tapped it right in, yes, with downloading. And this voice came on, not a voice, it was thing again,
don't press the space
asking
bar.
me, what is the problem? I said, downloading. I need to download the Alexa. And then I got this telephone call, which they had my mobile number, obviously, because I'd put it in earlier. They had my mobile number, and then this American
Because she put it into the
came
Alexa
on,
thing.
And I said,
And I'm sorry to butt in. I have got the story. I don't think it was a scam. Others may say otherwise, but I'm going to do the 11 o'clock news, otherwise I get shit.
What? So we never found out?
Oh, my God.
Well.
Wow. Time for this.
Oh, my God.
Stop licking me. Covered in dog spit. I love that. That's brilliant. And it's a funny phone call. But isn't it funny how it turned in the chat to people telling me that I'm wrong and then getting arsey with me, Moggy getting arsey with me, as friends Russ getting arsey
You
with
make me feel like nothing is what he said.
But how are you getting arsey? We're doing a show. And Moggy72, I'm really not interested. By the way, you know when I insult people on here, generally it's a little bit of theatre, right? But you are being annoying and you're being entitled and you're being arrogant. So it turned very suddenly there in the chat, didn't it, Jen? Didn't it? It's so fascinating that it's suddenly, maybe it's partly me. I have to assume that part of it is me. But I was just playing a funny phone call that I heard on the radio.
But the mistake you made is that the internet is full of experts.
Moggy says, no, you told us we are wrong. I believe you are wrong. Ignore what we say. Yeah, I will ignore what you say because what me and Kath say is important. What you say is not important to the show. It's
Also,
not the show.
I thought this was a chat show. Yeah, but it's not the chat show.
It's what you say is not the show. What me and Kath says is the show. Don't Gatford, I was trying to read that. Untime him out. I want to read his. I can do it on here, can't I? Oh yeah. No. I don't want anyone else timed out for this bit. Because he's a software dev, he thinks he knows everything. You told us we were wrong. Ignore what we were saying. So what? Are we not supposed to talk?
Woke Belfast.
What?
Oh.
No, shit, breakdown alert. No, I'll tell you what there is. There's no breakdown. What there is a ban on... Okay, there's a ban on you. Okay, because I've just seen all of your chat. There's no thing. How do I untime out someone? Can I? Oh yeah, we can untime them out. There we go. You're untimed out. I thought this was a chat show. Well, yeah. I don't think you have enough experience of. Listen, 20 years in developing, 20 years in broadcasting. I know more about chat shows than you do. Okay, and as does Catherine. So, no. You're kind of wrong, and also we will define what this chat show is. I'm accused of being rude. Well, you are being rude. You're being rude, okay? And it's not my job to educate you. But defo not resubbing. Treat us like we are nothing. I disagreed with what you said, Moggy, and then I said I wasn't interested in what you had to say. This was about an IT scam. No. This was a funny phone call that I heard on a radio show last night. That I don't think was a scam. That's what it was about. And now you've made it into a dick measuring competition. So it was a funny phone call.
Yeah, then the fun sponge came out.
The funds has been sucked up, right? So you don't have to sub again, that's fine. But also I don't have to respect what you say. I don't have to.
No, but we're not going to do a show with no chat because most people aren't dicks. Anyway.
Just waiting, see if Moggy wants to say anything. Anne was an unreliable narrator, says Telly Scone. I think you could be right. Your chat seems to be infected with viruses. If you let me on your computer, I can fix it for you. Matty says, just because you sub doesn't entitle you to say anything you want.
Well, you can say it, but it doesn't mean that we have to register it and comply with your wishes.
We don't have to read it. We don't have to treat it with respect. We don't have to be interested in it.
No.
I find the chat quite irritating. Also, us boomers can't follow. It flies past so quickly, so for me, I could do without it.
Well, you don't have to watch it.
I don't have to watch it. It's funny. There's no meltdown coming. I'm just fascinated by it. By it. And I think maybe I do need to...
It's kind of Twitter, but more so, isn't it? There's a lot of actually going on.
Twitter, but more so. I think,
and I also think that there's a lot of showing off to each other rather than trying to contribute to the show. Yeah. Which is not a criticism; it's just an observation.
Yeah.
So everyone's trying to be smarter and funnier, or more annoying, and some are winning.
It's really I find it fascinating, and I don't have the experience. Lara is gorgeous. I'm sorry, darling.
She's paying very close attention.
I don't have it's a talk radio show where you can hear. Hang on a minute. Why can't I see that? Well, you can hear the thoughts of the people listening. I'm not interested in the thoughts of the people listening. It's not a radio show.
And also...
And I don't want to hear the thoughts of the people listening. I want to hear the thoughts of the callers.
Imagine a television show where they could hear everyone who shouts at the telly, right? Only people that shout at the telly would be heard. Are they the people that you want to contribute to the show? No, because they're not really listening. They're doing it for themselves.
Moggy says, so turn chat off. No.
No.
We'll do what we want. We will keep chat on, but we don't have to register what you say. We certainly don't have to agree with what you say. You wouldn't want that, would you? You wouldn't want us to agree with you. If we thought you were being rude or being stupid or being... We wouldn't have to agree with you. Then fine, but please don't attack me for saying something. I'm not attacking you. You're attacking me. I think what you're saying is wrong. That's not attacking.
No.
And if you think it is, then this isn't for you, Moggy. And we appreciate the sub, But this probably isn't for you. Ian, you're giving him too much time. Ignore and move on. No, I won't, because, again, we'll do what we want to do. And if that's pointing out... I'm finding it fascinating. I want to understand this Moggy's sense of entitlement. So, like others have said, if you think I'm wrong, go watch Kit Boga. No, I'm not going to... No.
If you like Kit Boga, go and watch him now.
You go and marry Kit Boga. I'm not going to watch Kit Boga because that will not prove that you are wrong or right.
Is the only solution acceptable to you one where we go, oh, yeah, you're right? Because that's not what this is.
Yeah. I think, Moggy, you need to open your mind a little bit and be open to... you're telling me I am right, this is not a scam. All I said is this could be. That's all. No, you didn't. You said it was. You said it was. You said it was. I'm looking at the chat. And I think you're wrong. Is it right if I have that opinion on my show?
I think for everyone else it is, yeah.
Is it all right, Moggy, if I have that opinion on my show that I think you're wrong? Is it? Is it? I'm not going to go and watch Kit Boga. It sounds not my cup of tea. What's a Kit Boner? Anyway, thank you for your feedback and thank you for your input. We should open the phone line, shouldn't we?
Please.
Please.
This is supposed to be a chat show.
25-2, look at that. Okie dokie. Oh, we got a phone call. Hello, Sarah Ludbrook.
How are you?
We saw you, then you went. Oh, why is there gas?
Hang on. Can you see me now?
She's going to jump ship.
No, not her. Lara's going to jump ship. Sarah's not going to jump ship.
Come on then.
We can see you now.
That's good. That's just me pressing the wrong buttons and having problems, probably quite similar to Anne's.
I have worked out who you are.
Have you?
Yeah. You are on Twitter, and you quite often pop up in our Twitter timeline, and the picture, because I recognise people by their avatars.
Yeah.
And your avatar, it's like you're going like this.
Pajama.
Is it you that's going like that?
Sort of, yeah.
Have I got the pose right? It's like you're sort of like this.
No, it's more sort of like...
But I have no idea. I just know I've seen it a few times, and then I saw it the other day after you called us, and I was like, okay, that's who that is. But I've not looked at it bigger, so I have no idea what's going on in that picture that's making you do that. But I just know that you've done that.
Nothing really was going on except I was really quite drunk, and I thought that the song I could hear at the time was obviously the greatest thing I'd ever heard.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Expressing myself fully.
There we go. How can we help you this evening, Sarah, with Mum's curtains behind you?
I'm still, well, apart from, giving you the opportunity to admire the curtains again, there was a few things I was going to call up about, but I'm so blown away by Anne that it's kind of, I don't know how I can compete with that.
Can I just say, Maroon77 says, do we have to drink if Sarah says computer? Only if you want to. As far as I'm concerned, that game is over.
Yeah.
If you want to carry on playing it, then please, you carry on playing it.
Yeah, I mean, feel free. It's a shame to let it go to waste.
Wouldn't it be? You got that buzz, let that buzz go.
East of the river. Check your spelling before you start being a smart ass. Sarah.
I love you, Kath. I think you're so funny. Very fun on a radio station. Not super Twitch. Very boring as far as I'm concerned.
Well, you've written a lot and you've been listening for a long time.
Kath could be a street lamp pole with the light not working. How the hell you have 754 viewers is beyond me. We've got 1,000, mate. So... thank you. And you've been watching...
and you're calling me dim.
I see. I see. Okay, right. We've just ignored them the whole night.
Yeah, and do you know what else you notice?
Yeah.
Who do they go for?
The lady.
Yeah, call me thick. Can't call me thick, mate.
That ain't no way to treat a lady. No way to treat my baby. No lady.
Also, if you're going to call me thick, get your spelling right.
If you're going to call her thick, you got to call me thicker. All right? You get prepared to do that? Sarah's on the line. Good evening, Sarah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I'm very impressed with your DIY fringe trim, Kath.
Oh, thank you. I only gave it a tiny tickle. It's you got to go up.
It's not great. It's not that great.
Shut up.
I could have done. It's not that great. All I'm saying is I could have done it better. And
You only had your kind of grotty old kitchen scissors.
They didn't even snip. They're still there. I tried to even cut a bit of toilet paper to see if they worked at all. They don't.
I don't want to be. Listen. Far be it from me to tell women that they don't look good, but both of your fringes are shit, and I could have done a better job on both of them.
No, he's got a real thing about cutting women's fringes.
I got a hat that I found.
Oh, good.
You carry on talking to Sarah.
Anyway, Sarah, you all right?
I'm okay. Yeah, not too bad. It's been a roller coaster tonight. It's been a great show.
Been all over the shop, hasn't it? Really has. What are you doing?
It's good.
Oh, she's let one. Was that her or you?
I've not farted.
Flipping it.
Oh, Laura, dirty
That's
girl.
Pedigree chum, that.
Dirty girl.
Oh, sorry, Sarah. I don't think that was a comment on
Howdy,
you.
howdy, ladies. Howdy, ma'am.
Is that your
Howdy, ma'am.
Is that your jungle hat?
No, it's not. It's a hat that I think I bought before. I think this was the hat when I was the reserve contestant on Bear Grylls The Island.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't get to go on Bear Grylls The Island, which is great because I had, what did I have? Tonsillitis.
Yes.
And I was...
So you went and had all your jabs anyway.
I was the reserve contestant, Sarah. This is before the jungle. Someone had to pull out. Ricky Grover had to... oh, no, Ricky Grover might have had to pull out because he wasn't well. My agent is his agent, and he said, look, Bear Grylls Island, it starts in a week. Would you like to be the reserve contestant? You get paid $2,000 if you don't go, and if you do go, you get the 40 grand or whatever the fee was. But you just have to be prepared to go. And I went, yeah, sure, fine. He said, right, you've got to go and have 2 sets of injections. So one was like rabies and bat bites and all of this. Then you had to go back a week later and it was... A day after the first set of injections, I got really bad tonsillitis and I was hallucinating. I thought my mum was in the house with me. I was out of it. But I couldn't get paid unless I had the second set of injections. So I had to, the day, I didn't tell anybody. I had the week off work and I made myself look as good as I could. And I got driven to London where I had these injections and I phoned Kath up and said, Kath, I'm in central London. I've just had the second set of injections. And she went, you absolute idiot. You're really ill.
You were standing in the street. You didn't know where you were.
Standing in the street, didn't know where I was. And then the car drove me home and I went to bed. Thank God I didn't have to go. Ricky Grover passed his medical or whoever it was passed his medical and got to go. And I got $2,000 just for being given a load of injections.
But I think if they hadn't chosen you for that, you wouldn't have thought of putting yourself up for the jungle, would you?
Yeah.
No, because it was like you were prepared to do it.
Yeah. I was too ill to do. If they'd have called me out though and said you've got to come and do it, fly out to Panama, I couldn't have done it. No. But no, that wasn't. No.
All right.
No.
But what would you have rather done, the Bear Grylls one or the jungle? If all other things.
I'd rather have done the jungle, but let's just say that.
Can you aim this dog's bum away from my face? Is that why you let her come and stand on my lap?
Yeah.
Look at this face. My butter wouldn't melt. Oh, that was
Laura!
Oh, God.
Jeez, mate.
Even I can hear that down the crappy Skype line.
Laura. I'm glad I did the jungle. I'm glad I did the jungle. It was the year when they kept, on Bear Grylls, where they couldn't start a fire. So they kept calling like the production crew over to help them start a fire and stuff. And the young lad that plays the son in Breaking Bad, was getting really angry. He kept saying, "Why are we here? I thought we were here to learn survival skills. You can't keep phoning up the production team and getting them to come over and start the fire. It's just pointless." And I think he left in the end. Anyway, did we get to the point of your call, Sarah?
No, there was no point. If there was one, it's long gone and I've forgotten what it is. But...
In that case, we'll say good evening and up your bum. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeedly doodly. Some old show tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll do the sponsors in a minute, guys. Don't worry, I have not forgotten. Yeah, some old show tonight. We're going to lose, and we've hovered around 1,000 tonight, which I'm really pleased with. We're going to lose more followers and subs because this isn't what they want it to be.
Yeah.
This isn't what they want it to be. and that's okay. That's okay. I would suggest you shut the door quietly on your way out instead of, slamming it and
weaning all four corners before you go.
and then opening the door again and going, I mean it. I'm going. Just go. You're very welcome.
And
to
she's
go.
a cow, by the way.
Yeah. Just honestly, just go. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It does become a problem when you do make you huff and puff about it because
Well, it makes you look a bit daft.
yeah, it's not. It does make you look a bit daft, and it's not really. It isn't going to be what you want it to be. It's going to be what we want it to be, and it's going to be what a lot of people watching this want it to be. And we're still, really, really early days. And we will lose the audience that are not right for this show. That's cool. And we will gain the audience that is right for this show.
What I like is disappointing people who just come on here for conflict and to annoy. There's plenty of other places for that.
Let's just have a little. We've got some emails and stuff. Just want to check on. It's two idiots that. Yes, random British dude. I'm talking about you.
Oh.
22A and 22B.
That says 26.
No, that says 26 crossed out. And
That's not my writing.
I don't believe. No, she's done that herself.
Yeah.
You've done that yourself. That's a fake 22.
Outrageous.
That's a fake 22,
They can't see that,
Sheila.
can they?
No, they can't. That's a fake 22. We didn't do that. That's 22.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim. Yours is 22.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, fake 22, I'm afraid, Sheila. Fake 22, fake Sheila. See, we've got some emails having a go at us. Here we go. David Brown. Trash. I can't believe that you, David Brown, made up name.
And of course, it's David Brown and some numbers. They always are.
I can't believe that you have now taking the mickey out of a confused old lady. I have been a long-time listener and shocked you've gone so low to play someone's mum, grandmother, aunt confused phone call. Not sure why you find it so funny.
She wasn't confused. It was just a long-winded phone call.
I find that very patronising.
Yeah.
David, that old people, can't. Why would you assume she was confused? Can you imagine if you came across two people taking the mickey out of either one of your mothers? I only have one mother. I think you would find, but my mum well, my mum is confused, and she is obviously confused. But that woman wasn't confused. Here we go. David Brown, is the show now just you attacking people in the chat if you don't agree? Other people, I can't remember. David, I've got a message for you. Come here. I want to talk to you. David. Fuck off. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number.
You've not been listening for a long time, if that was shocking to you.
I want you to speak to this fraudster.
Well, Sheila, if that indeed is your name.
It's me, Sheila.
You say that.
Oh, God, I put you on telly. I don't know how to turn it off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Carrie and Paul, by the way, for your nice email.
I don't know how to turn it off. I'm sorry. Oh, hello.
Hello.
I wanted to talk to Lara, if that's okay.
Lara, do you want to talk to Sheila?
Okay.
Whatever she's calling herself.
Lara. Hello, darling. Oh, she's so gorgeous.
Yeah, she's listening.
Hello, darling. This is my boy's favourite toy.
She's giving you kisses.
Oh, she liked it. Oh, she liked it.
Okay, yeah,
I think she loved that.
but I didn't. It was really annoying. Thank you.
Oh, dear. Microm 1987. Ian and Kath, has your show just become you taking the piss out of confused idiots like David? Turns out.
Okay, all right. Let's do round. Okay, I don't know what that is. Right, so let's do round 2 of this. Okay, right. Here we go. Summer's loving, getting rid of the trash. Summer's waste, shove it right up your ass. Summer's waste, cleaned up for me. Summer's waste, as cute as can be. Summer's waste, clean up the mess, save your cash, and make you green. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Ooh. Tell me more, can they get me a skip? Tell me more, can they more, have they got a cat? Oh, the summer's waste. Tell me. So that's Summer's Waste Solutions to Summer Loving.
Okay.
Summer Loving.
Okay.
Catherine, beat that. Sweet baby Jesus, did I just hear a lady squeezing a toy to a farting dog? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. That's what the show is. That's what the show is.
Okay.
I like when the hats go like that up at the side. I don't know how you do that.
Summers.
Ooh.
Summers mothers do have them.
Summers mothers do have them. Okay, so we're going to have the new poll is, do you prefer...
Because what you've done there is do what I did last time and
Loving.
use summers for summers.
Summers mothers do have...
Have them.
Do you want the... Okay.
Do have. And spell mothers right.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So
and you
that's
need
it.
summers loving, surely.
Summers loving. Okay. All right. Stop licking me, Kath.
Sorry.
Okay, so that's that one done. You're going to choose the best, guys, and on Friday, which apparently is tomorrow, we're gonna have a final. Okay. Over to you first.
Okay. Don't take the Poseidon.
You've got some nasty criminals, Poseidon, wandering around Cornwall and Devon. Poseidon, you've got some guard dogs, Poseidon, they're helping homeless people, Poseidon. That's like Temptation by the Human League.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
Poseidon.
Yeah.
All right, I got it now.
Okay.
I just thought you were doing a. I just thought you were doing a thing.
Nope. So we've got, what was yours? Not very good. Don't take the Poseidon. And that's like piss, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me type that, so you're lucky. Mine was the Human League. Let's put that. Human League Poseidon.
I don't think they did Temptation. It wasn't Human League.
Doesn't matter.
It was.
It really doesn't matter.
Well,
It doesn't,
in
actually.
the interest of accuracy.
Well, it doesn't, actually. So we've got 5 minutes on the poll. These are our great sponsors, okay? These are our wonderful, wonderful sponsors, Poseidon.
It's Heaven 17.
And Somers Waste Solutions. These guys, we're not doing one for Richard because Big Up the Gregorian is already in existence. Please vote on the poll. Please vote on the poll. I'm going to put a vote in.
I don't like where this bum is pointing.
So please vote on the poll, and this will go through. These are our great sponsors, Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors, gelaw.co.uk. Go and have a look at their website. Just go and have a look at it. It's worth getting married just to get divorced and use these guys because the amount of money they'll save you.
I mean, it'll cost you on the wedding and everything. Swings and roundabouts.
I want to thank all of our sponsors this week, Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors, Poseidon Safety Management, and there are all the details up there. And of course, Somers Waste. Thank you. Gregorian and Somers have signed up for this is their second month, so thank you. Poseidon is signing up for another month, and we're going to have a meeting with Nick on Monday just to see if there's anything else he wants to put in there. And we are talking to 2 other companies. We'll never do more than 4 of these adverts because it's not fair on you and it's not fair on the companies. We want to make sure they get the thing. If you've got a company, it's cheaper than you think, guys. It's cheaper than you think. If you've got a company and you want 3 mentions per show, a mention in the podcast, this video stays up on YouTube, on Twitch for 30 days. It goes to YouTube forever. We can clip the video out if you want and send it to you. The podcast stays up forever, and we do 1 or 2 tweets from my account. It's 104,000 followers, I think, or 102, I can't remember. I do a couple of tweets a week for your company as well. If you want a little piece of that sweet, sweet pie, then I don't know why Somers Mothers Do Have Them is getting such a high score. I find that offensive.
People have a lot of time for Frank Spencer.
LateNightAlternative@gmail.com. That's the email address if you want to have a chat. And what we'll do is we'll tell you what we charge and what we can offer you. Just for your information, most of the viewers, I think it's very roughly, it's between 80 and 85% of the viewers and the downloads and the YouTubes are in the UK. We have it's slightly different on the different. Thank you, Laura.
Thanks, Laura.
It's slightly different on the different platforms, but it's generally about 85% of the viewers are in the UK. The way it works, you send us an email, we'll get back and tell you what kind of prices we have. If you are interested, then the three of us meet up for a Zoom and we chat about what you want us to do. Time is up. So, Sommer's Loving is... Let me write this down. So, round 2. Sommer's Loving. This is so much... If I was a company, right?
Yeah.
I'd advertise this rather than on, a 30-second... the LBC advert is, and I've got to be careful because I might be doing one next week. The LBC advert is...
Oh, they'll let you do it now. They never used to let anyone who'd been on another radio station on there.
Well, this isn't for LBC, this is a general ad, but those ones to go... In fact, no, I'm not going to take the mickey out of it because I'm doing it next week and it could pay for a couple of dinners. So Sommer's... excuse me, Loving...
Pay for some stuff off Facebook.
Could do. But don't tell Scatman22 or whatever it was called.
Scatman! Flipping it!
What was his name?
Soldier Boy or something, I can't remember.
Combat don't take the Poseidon. I don't get that one. Oh, Poseidon sounds like piss.
Yes.
That's yours?
Yeah.
Okay, you got 3. You got 3 in the top 4.
I'm prolific.
I just think the audience are as thick as you. Their standards are as low as yours.
I've got a very tabloidy mind.
Very tabloidy. I find it disgusting. Look what's going on here with you two.
No, I found a little thing here. What's this?
Oh,
it's a bone.
Catherine looks very much like Sonia from the 90s. Not a bad thing. Here's 200 bits. Well, let's Sonia from the 90s? No.
Do you mean Sonia from EastEnders?
I think she means Sonia
from the 90s.
The singer. Do you mean Sonia the singer? I like Sonia the singer.
But she doesn't really look like me, does she?
Doesn't look anything. Let's have a little look. Oh, she does a bit actually.
What, in that she's got eyes?
Yeah, she's got eyes, isn't it?
And a face.
How do we... Oh, she doesn't look anything like you and I can't be bothered to find. But I like Sonia.
Yeah, and you don't like me, so that's the difference.
I don't like you, actually. I don't.
What kind of superhero is Scatman? Flipping it.
We have... Why is my Spotify open?
Because when you played that excellent satanic song.
I had a great song, but if I play it, I'm not going to play it because we totally lose all our monetisation.
Don't.
The trouble we got into with that Glenn Campbell thing the other day.
Oh, really?
Oh, God, we had a legal letter, yeah.
Did we?
Yep.
Gosh.
From Gregorian Emerson family law solicitors, strangely enough, but still. What time we got? I think we're done. The show after the break, after the show before. That's what you've had tonight.
Yeah.
And it's been marvellous. It's been bloody marvellous.
I think a little recharge now and again does everyone some good.
Oh, this is what I wanted to ask. Tonight's show, Orient fan, thank you for a wonderful show. First time viewer, subscribed to. Took me ages to find. Groogle is useless. Okay.
Groogle.
Would be. The cat t-shirts I ordered is on the way. So that's good. You're right, Mark Forrester. Thank you for the £5 and needs to be put in touch with Stephen Murdoch and George Harris. Oh, Harrison, hang on. Can I download? Hang on, what is this, players? Why won't it play? Harrison, I can't...
You have to download it.
No. Well, here we go.
Can I help you?
Oh, it gets cut off a little bit too tight. It's a little bit too tight. I think our work here is done for tonight. I've really enjoyed tonight. And by the way, when we were pointing out the kind of inconsistencies and the strange kind of balance in the chat and stuff, tonight that wasn't... thank you, Random British Dude. It's so nice to meet you and meet your brother. That wasn't us being upset by it today, because we've had a really long chat about it, a really long chat. Hello, Lino says, hello, I'm new here. I've got to say, Catherine is brilliant and the man has got potential. Thanks, everyone. Jesus.
Thanks, Lino.
Nathan, thank you so much for the sub.
It wasn't a, oh my God, what are we going to do? These people are being mean. It was, isn't it interesting, the sort of, the slight shift in the way some people behave online.
And we will continue to point it out, not to belittle people. I mean, if they're mean to us and they end up feeling belittled, I would suggest that is their fault. But because we find it so fascinating...
And we're trying to learn and work our way through it, aren't we?
Totally. You know, we are studiers of human nature. That is one aspect of our job, is to study... I don't know if it's any use, but you can sort the Just Chatting streams from low to high viewers on the Twitter. Yeah, maybe. I find it fascinating, and I think Catherine does as well. I know she does, because we've had a couple of really long conversations about it.
Yeah.
And it's something that we will keep looking at. And while I am prepared to learn, I want to learn, that's why I'm on this earth for, is to learn. I'm also prepared to change, but I'm also not prepared to... I'm prepared to change, but I'm not prepared to compromise the show. So if I think your comments are compromising the show, I'll call it out. And if you've made that comment, then you have to be prepared for it to be highlighted and possibly disagreed with.
This is the other thing, is that if you ring up, and it was always this way on the radio show as well, and some people used to get very offended by that, is that if you ring us up and say something and you're expecting to do a monologue and us going, yeah, great call, thanks very much, you won't get that, because we engage with what you're saying. So we're interested in what you have to say, and if we disagree, we'll tell you so. And that's what happens with the chat.
And some of you will not like that, and that is cool, but then maybe don't comment. If you think you're not going to like getting, highlighted, and you might consider it picked on, I certainly don't, but then don't comment. Moggy says, I'm still not sure what I said that was rude or out of order, but I'm not hurt or upset, just confused. Well, I hope we can have some peace, Moggy. I wish you nothing but peace. I thought you were wrong. You thought I was wrong. Beautiful. By the way, if I say, unless... this is still a show, right? I know that we are exposing ourselves steady, but this is still a show. So sometimes it gets a bit theatrical. So if I suddenly go off on a rant and say that people are stupid and stuff, sometimes those people are stupid. But also, we're kind of giving you a bit of theatre. And I think that's maybe if we did it... See, here's the thing. If we did it with different names, if the credits at the start said the part of... the part of Steve, the presenter, is played by Iain Lee, and the part of Lucy, the presenter, is played by Catherine Boyle. Just imagine how different that would be for you to see. Mm-hmm. How different that would be.
Man.
I think it's you, Kath.
The part of the dog is being played by Heinz Baked Beans.
How different would that be if...
Mate, you're going to have to go down.
What? You can't put her down for farting.
Oh my God.
Oh Jesus Christ, that's because you've been eating cat food. That's cat food. For goodness sakes, she's going to sleep on my bed tonight. The dog. But wouldn't it be interesting if we did that? Maybe we should do that one night. The part of the male presenter, Steve, is played by Iain Lee.
Yeah, and I'll be Lucy.
And the female presenter, Lucy, is played by Catherine Boyle. Because you would expect a completely different thing. You don't disagree very well. On Twitter, you just block. Do you know what achieving? Do you know what I do here? I just block as well without even reading. So everything you typed was a waste of time.
No one is obliged to debate with you.
Everything you typed was just a waste of time, because I just read the first line. But you would expect a different thing. Oh, they're acting. They're playing characters. And this is one of my things. This is what the Monkees always said. Because the Monkees, one of my favourite things. But they always said that after that TV show, their careers, they couldn't work for 15 years. And Davy Jones would always say, the biggest mistake I made was going in that group using my name. It should have been the part of the singer is played by Davy Jones. Mm-hmm. And they used their real name. So people thought that's what they were. And that was one of the problems I had with the 11 o'clock show. I really wish I'd done the 11 o'clock show under a different name.
Well, you still get people saying to you now, oh, you're so much nicer than you were back then.
Yeah.
Well, no, but you were reading someone else's lines back then.
I was playing a part. Mm-hmm. I was acting. I was younger and I was naive, but I was acting. And if it had been the host of the 11 o'clock show is called Jimmy Thompson and he's played by Iain Lee, well, then once you step out of that role, people don't expect you to be like that. And that's what this show is as well. It's really weird because it is us, but in some ways it isn't us. In some ways this is a performance. You know, I'm not in the shop all the time going, oh, you absolute idiot. What a bloody... You are an idiot. I am going to kill you. You know, because that's insane. But so this is me, but it's... Anyway, we'll talk about this...
Probably a lot.
We'll talk about this another day.
Thank you for your company tonight. Hopefully you're not too drunk after the Anne extravaganza. If not, you can always Google remedies.
I'm looking at a raid, and I've gone to a section I've never seen before called music.
Oh.
These two guys...
What is that? Don't come in if you live on land, nubs.
Who says that?
Kinky Turtle.
Oh, that's a cartoon. I want a real human being. I like the look of this guy first. Should we try this guy first? Where are
classics and blockbuster hits, and
He sounds
conversely, there's
exactly
been
as I
some
thought he would.
movies that made songs.
I'm the host of the Pandemic Piano
hits. So
Party, where we
Monday,
play
we're
your
gonna hit
favourite
some of
songs.
those off.
We're
But
in.
tonight, we're sticking
We're
to
in.
songs that are your jam.
We're
when
in.
They come on
Rich
when you're by
Aveo.
yourself.
This guy looks brilliant.
You just let your hair down and crack your knuckles and turn the volume all the way up.
Oof!
I'm cracking my knuckles. Let's make this guy's evening, guys.
Hey, Walt, come back on Monday. Let's do that song
you
on
cannot
Monday. 'cause
raid this
I do
channel.
love that song, and
Oh.
I love Rocky IV. It's one
Why
of my
can't we raid that
top
channel,
10
do you think?
favorite movies.
What if
I'd love to do
follow
that
it?
one on movie night.
You cannot raid
There
this
you
channel.
go.
Oh, well, then there's a problem.
That's funny. Corey says you're right, Rich. First
He's
application
streaming on
of
something
Antares
else.
Oh, he
Autotune
is, look, 'cause there's
was
no
that
one
Cher
talking
He's,
song.
to him.
After
he's streaming
which
on something
I
else.
started-
He's
Oh,
streaming
what
on
a
something
shame.
else. New songs with Eddie Min?
From last week. It's a Simon and Garfunkel tune. I don't know if it's one of their more well-known ones, but it's called
Do you reckon?
Why Don't You Write?
Yeah.
I like the look of Eddie. It's amazing hair, isn't it?
But it is one where I've performed actually before with the house band at Interlaken. And yeah.
Let's try this. This
Okay,
looks like a
Tim,
nice guy.
You're about to make someone's day.
He's only just started streaming. Look, 4 minutes. 5 minutes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kathleen. That was fun.
I know, great.
Back tonight at 9 o'clock. Get confused.
Good night. See you
I
later.
think we're going to like this guy. Be nice, follow, and we'll see you later on. Ta-ta.